Hey! Hey! Hello! Welcome to a brand new episode of ExalTwitch Academy. You bought the whole seat, but you're only gonna need the S.
Season 2, episode 12-3. Wait, what?
212-3.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's a lot of numbers.
Hello.
Good question.
Blap, blap, blap.
Why is Liz flapping her lips silently? Because she wants you to think we're having sound issues.
Whoa.
Because
I
we
didn't
never
do
have sound
anything.
issues.
Never.
I'm being
I don't know what you're
framed.
Oh. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. Sorry.
Scott's just mad because I said, "What's up, deck?" several times before we went live.
So, yeah, we use a program called Updeck, and then Liz said, "What's Updeck?" multiple times in a row, as if I didn't get it the first time. Infuriating. Good question, Thanatoasted. No. But maybe it should. That could be fun.
That would be a worst
That would be terrible, wouldn't it?
podcast.
Podcast.
Wherever you get
No,
your
because
It
it's based off the record on.
Yeah, exactly.
Recording.
Exactly. What start? Hey! Welcome.
It's Sunday.
Yes, that means
Happy
fun
to
day.
be here.
Yep.
You had
I
a
was not on the
pretty
same
good
wavelength.
weekend.
Yeah.
Pretty good week. Pretty
Yeah.
good weekend.
I'd say so.
We're starting up on a week. There's an announcement we have to make right at the start, right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
Next week is not a week we will be streaming.
Aww.
And why is that?
Well, next Sunday is part of Canadian Thanksgiving weekend, which y'all Canadians know and which y'all non-Canadians may not know. So we're going to be spending it with family in the way that people often do. I will be eating nothing.
And it's the
won't,
first
that's not
national holiday that people tend to gather for that has been actually safe to see people for since the beginning of the pandemic.
Very true.
Because, like, we had Canada Day, but, like, that's not a get-together and have dinner with your family.
Not usually.
So, yeah.
In fact, it's a large crowds gather outside kind of thing, so most people didn't partake.
So it is true. There will be no stream next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of gravy, we just use maple syrup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, that
We're
could
also known for our gravy.
That's true. Gravy's delicious.
Canadian gravy.
Canadian.
I'll be
I
on a
like
boat in the middle of the North Sea.
Classic Kung Fu Fenris. Absolutely incredible.
Awesome. So it seems to be working for many.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Now that we've got that out of the way, I feel compelled to ask for the three of you if not only you had a good weekend, but whether you had a chance to have a look at your character sheets and decide if you want to spend any of your experience or if you're just going to wait and spend it in the middle of session using a stunt. 3, 2, 1, on y va.
Good thing, because I didn't want to say I didn't have a good weekend.
Yeah, seriously.
Put
we
them
did have
together.
oh, no. We did have a good weekend. It's true. I'm saying mostly because I still have a bit of experience left just in case.
I
These are so
purchased
cool.
a third dot of Navigate. Boom.
That works. Cheers.
Wait, I thought you said I couldn't do that.
Well, not
So
with-
you can purchase it with a minor milestone.
Oh, you saved a minor. Nice.
Yeah.
Save 33, actually. It's Canadian
I
news.
saved
Never mind.
500.
Don't worry.
Excuse. No, we weren't. We are
true.
minors. We're specifically age of majority.
Oh.
Talking about the House of Bells.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, for sure. No, fair. I purchased a couple of things because I had several milestones floating around. I bought an Excellency in Performance, as well as I repurchased a charm. Everyone better get their yucks out now. I upgraded my Lightning Speed to be Racing Hair Method. Racing Hair Method allows you to spend 2 motes for a variety of effects, none of which are sex-based. I want to just make that very clear off the bat.
I'm sure that that's exactly what you mean.
It is. I mean, overcome an obstacle using your fast movement feels like maybe it could be a sex thing, actually. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It has other effects.
So that's what I am to you. I have an obstacle.
No, I didn't say that. Who are you?
Wrong universe.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
And I saved a minor for reasons.
You both have
Dark, hey,
milestones?
thank you.
Thank
Some
you,
We
Dark.
didn't get
They
one last
followed.
session, though, right?
No, I've still got one from like 2 sessions ago.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I see how it is.
Some people know how to save. Some people just lose their wad.
Wow.
Why not both?
Is this?
I bought a War Excellency, and I also bought an athletics charm called
Thank you.
Dragon Surmounts the Waterfall.
Oh, that sounds great.
Ooh.
You commit 1 mote for a scene. And you may take normal movement actions while submerged underwater. You may use reflexive move action to swim without needing to roll. You may rush and sprint without issue. You can also use movement charms, but it doesn't protect you from drowning.
Ooh.
You can still drown.
But you
just drown
move at like a
faster.
normal rate underwater.
Yeah.
Which is
Around
pretty
further
good.
from shore.
Yeah.
Thank
Exactly.
you so much, Dark293.
Welcome and hope to see you.
293.
Oh.
Hmm.
Didn't know.
Oh.
Oh. Did you spend any?
Did
only
he
works-
Spend?
Did
Did
he
he spend?
Did he spend? Yeah, he did. He leveled
That's a
up.
blast from the past. Yeah, for sure.
He leveled up all the NPCs that we're about to encounter. They're going to murder us.
Ruh-roh.
I'm in danger.
Danger. I totally bit that off, Kate. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
just said hi.
Oh.
Just saying hello to chat. Hi. Hello.
Bad hole.
So what happened last time? You'll each have 1 sentence, of which I'm sure you'll try to stretch it, or you'll pull semicolon bullshit. But, give it a shot.
Gale Whispered is investigating the toxin and discovered it is the same toxin that was used on Siantel, Juwin, and Liane, and will continue her investigation further.
Pyres interviewed Brevin, discovering that House Tepet had been visiting him as Vieren before they engaged in a tryst.
Oresta spoke to Flavian about their potential relationship and went to see Pyres to smooth that situation out, and they ended up kissing. But her door's always open.
That was a semicolon.
Yeah.
It was like a ... I was okay with it.
Nice.
An ellipsis.
And
I see. All right. Well, with that all taken care of, we also know that what you will be taken care of, but we'll just get into that when we actually get into the game itself.
Business.
But,
taken care of.
if we are taking care of business,
We may as
that's what
well
you're
take
whispering
care
at.
of ourselves and our boundaries at the same time.
the segue.
So we can have the safest and most
No, it's
fun
good.
possible. Folks, these are our safety cards. It is the safety system that we have in place for our streams. You all do not have cards, but you do have options, and I will get to that in a second. So what does it mean if I hold up a green card? It's meaning that I am enthusiastically consenting to the roleplay that is happening. Even though my character may appear otherwise, I, Liz, am A-okay to keep going with the content. A yellow card means hold up, pause. I have to make the table aware of something. I should be good to keep playing, but it's something that I want everyone to know. And a red card means stop. Could be for a number of reasons, but play needs to end and we need to regroup as a group. So that often means that we will go to a BRB screen while we figure it out. We will only resume play if and when everybody agrees that that is okay. What do you folks have instead of these cards? Glad you asked. Well, first thing that you can do is you can message a moderator. Right now we have Kung Fu Fenris in the chat. Anybody with a green dieclave next to their name is a moderator, and you can message them and they can send along your feedback anonymously if you so choose. You can also whisper RPGClinic. That goes to John. Alternatively, what you can do if the content is getting too much for you is you can take yourself away from the stream, away from the chat, and take some time away. We're sorry to see you go, of course, but you need to prioritize your safety as much as we need to prioritize ours. Because this is how we have the most fun,
It's true.
is by respecting people's lines, bails, boundaries, and all that fun stuff. Did I miss anything?
No.
You didn't break into
Thank you.
song and go, "This is how we do it."
This is how we know.
You just have to suggest it, and we are marionettes, ready to be puppeted.
I thought you were going to say ready to be plucked for some reason. I don't know why.
Fair.
You're just thinking about heartstring.
Don't tell me what I'm
Sorry.
thinking about. It's true. I always do.
Liz, do you mind just normally we would bust into our beginning right now, but I would like to say that something happened last session. It hasn't happened before, and I would love it if you could elaborate on just how we've got a little bit of extra care that we're going to step into this session, just based on our new frontiers and why the safety cards would help.
So spoiler alert if you haven't seen the episode, at the end of last episode, we already told you what happened. At the end of last episode, Pyres and Oresta kissed. Now, this is actually our first instance of a PC relationship of this nature. So what we all did in the past week is we had an orgy. We did not. We chatted about what we would feel comfortable with.
So
What we decided to do.
I feel like these two were cool, and you and I were like, what?
Whoa!
What we decided to do is, first of all, maintain the same degree of physical contact that we have with PC and PC relationships. Because John is seated so far away from us, we can't actually physically interact with him. So we're going to keep that consistency going forward, and we're going to see how it goes. We're going to continue checking in with each other. We're going to keep using the safety cards, and everyone's aware that nobody wants to monopolize the game for anybody else or make anyone uncomfortable. We've been gaming together for a long time, and we feel pretty confident that we will use our word holes.
Wordhole.
There were more Liz gifts to be
thank you.
had.
Oh my goodness.
There were a few.
There were quite a few.
Perpetuate this only for more Liz gifts.
I think so, yeah. Shout out to Ellie Spot for grabbing
Yeah,
all those
shout out to
gifts.
Ellie Spot.
Big fan.
Appreciate.
Gil is correct that in one shots we've had PC
Yes.
romance, but
Quite a
that
few. Kind of the
isn't.
point.
Yeah, but that isn't really the same.
True.
Yeah.
Not in this particular circumstance.
I have a few more.
Yes, Ellie.
Look, if you could just post all of them in one location so we can see them all.
Like, honestly.
I'll
Please.
start using them in our our tweets and
Tweets?
stuff too. We need to get back into that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, because you only have, like, Nexus, like, old ones.
I know. I have been really bad about grabbing gifts from my
Yeah.
streams.
Okay.
So, honestly, thank you.
Yeah.
You ready?
I think so.
Lately, I've been thinking a lot about vulnerability. You're playing characters who are exalted. The definition of vulnerability for you at first glance is way different than any mortal who lives in creation. You can shrug off injuries like they're nothing. You can resist getting hurt by the sheer force of essence that flows through you. At the same time, there's a vulnerability that I think everyone has to have. Emotional vulnerability. And even the vulnerability of living in any kind of world where your actions will be seen and judged by those you care about and by those who may work against you. Your vulnerability has been changing over the course of this campaign. It's interesting to me because vulnerability also is the definition of why things matter. Without vulnerability, there are no stakes. Without stakes, there's no drama. And without drama, there's no game. We're just sitting around, rolling these polyhedrons for no real reason at all. So I want you to think about where you're vulnerable and where you're not. I want you to think about the advantages your vulnerabilities give you. Not just in terms of your characters, but in terms of your stories. And remember that no matter how vulnerable we as players might be, we have the tools to save us. And we have the tools to let us play just a little bit more with the vulnerabilities that we have and carry throughout our entire lives. But in here, we're different. And we get to take everyone else along with us for the ride. That being said, our vulnerabilities are on display. So, not to freak all of you out, but I encourage you at this time to think where that might have led you to a ship, leaving the harbor am I under watchful eyes to make sure that, once again, no Pelops are here to interfere.
Oh God, it's true.
As you return to the scene of the crime, you might have had a little more money this time around to hire a ship, though. Do you blow all kinds of stuff on it?
Is anybody after private accommodations?
Nope. Oh,
No, not necessarily, but I do think that we make sure that it's not bottom tier or anything. I think we throw a certain amount of money at it, making sure that we'll be closer to comfort.
yeah.
Agreed.
Befitting the princes of the earth, but not too garish.
Then you will
Yeah.
each share individual quarters. So you won't be sharing. You'll each enjoy individual quarters.
Oh, all right. Well, that's very nice. Thank
On this ship, there are more staterooms available.
Staterooms.
In fact, the captain has said that he'll give up his own quarters
Wow.
to one of you in order to ensure that all of you have
No, it's so unnecessary. It's
Oh, goddamn
have
it,
the
Pyres.
accommodations you need, which also means that the first mate has to give up their first quarters, and they
sorry.
No, that's all right.
get put into steerage.
We too will share. So, pointing to Siantel.
Oh, okay. I was like, no thanks.
Not Pyres.
Yeah.
No, you're not sharing with Pyres.
No, you can't sit with us. Oh
He
no.
doesn't even go. I did go here.
So now everyone has the correct number of rooms.
What do you mean correct number of rooms?
So that the captain doesn't have to give up his room for.
Oh, sure.
Specifically, actually, so that the first mate doesn't have to give up their room.
Okay, fine.
You, however, have accumulated more than a few scientific instruments in order to run the tests that you've been doing on this blood that you have collected
I
from various
requested a room with a table,
people.
desk.
Can I have a
Oh, here.
You're right there,
No,
Scott.
no. I think it's a really funny
I don't
thing to
travel
ask
by
for.
sea much, so I don't know what options there are available.
Table.
What?
They have tables.
I know. That's why it's so funny.
No.
Such an unnecessary request.
Because our last room probably didn't. It was probably just
Oh,
like
we were like hammocks.
yeah, with
in
5
the hallway.
I was a hammock. I'm sorry. Please continue the game.
You've also been assigned horses, which have been led into into
Nice.
steerage.
Oh, great.
Your father, Oresta, has graciously donated these to the cause, so that once you dock, you'll be able to, or make port, you'll be able to just ride out.
once you dock,
and
you'll be
slowly-
able to ride.
Right. And also probably fully grown horses rather than ponies, I would
Ponies.
imagine. I don't think they
Pony?
would be.
They're not ponies.
Hmm.
They're not.
They are not. Okay.
Alright.
The inside jokes don't land if they don't know.
No, it's true. That's why it's so funny.
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah. That's actually the secret reason for giving us the horses, so that Oresta can carry all the books back.
Yeah.
The return journey is going to take a little while, but you have a lot of work to do.
I don't, to be honest. I would want to spar with someone. Not like a crewmate. I don't want to be an asshole. But like, are any of my hearthmates interested in sparring?
I'll leave it to you two first.
I'd be open to it, but I'd also want to be getting some talks in. So
Talks?
talks in.
Mm.
So it's just a question of
Getting some toxin.
Oh,
That's good. I need to check your blood as well.
Thank you.
damn
I
it.
some before
anything for the hearth.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess it's just a question if there's a particular hearthmate that you were hoping to spur.
Flavian.
You were looking for a partner.
Yeah, I just think I need to stay fresh, you know? I don't have my sea legs yet, so to speak.
And so you need a partner in order to help you maintain your sea legs.
Yeah, I need a partner to maintain my sea legs.
I'm glad you're looking for a partner.
You keep saying that. Why are you saying that?
Why are you not?
Well, I just... Look, do you want to spar or not? And I...
Spar.
I whirl around and like toss a quarterstaff towards Siontel. Sorry, Flavienne. Oh boy.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Spar me.
I don't fight with these. And she just like flings it behind her where it like clatters along the deck. And
Oh god.
there's some poor crew member who has to like run across, pick it up.
Like a ball boy at tennis.
Yeah.
That's really good. Okay. All right. I like to challenge myself. Step out of my box a little bit. Try something different.
I don't have to step out of my box. And she places
What the hell?
her tiger claws, just on her hands and just flexes a little bit.
Pyres is going to make a big show. He's going to make sure to not just jump in right away. The point of the sparring for him is to learn focus and patience. So he's going to wait to see if she makes the first move.
You want to spar and you just want to stand there. Is this your way? You wait for people to come to you.
I'm channeling my energy. Is that not allowed?
Is this how you did things back then at home?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering. Single edge. She came to you, right? She approached you.
She did, yeah.
And I approached you.
Yeah.
Is this how you are with everyone?
No.
It's all right, you know. You could be a lantern for us mods to gather, burn ourselves under flame.
I wouldn't call you a moth.
And
It's
what
not
would
so-
you call me? And this is when she attacks.
Okay, so I'm immediately on my back foot because I was thinking about something to say in response.
Sliding along the vaguely moist deck and driving her foot directly into your kneecap.
Ooh, okay. So Pyres is going to, he's making a, like, he's really kind of trying to dance around it, so to speak. Like, he's hopping around to try to avoid the blows coming at him so that he can try to gain some advantageous height and drive down with the quarterstaff.
She, as the quarterstaff comes down, she catches them in her tiger claws and then just rips it splinters apart and just
Oh, come
scratches everywhere.
What is that?
Improvise. And then she slams you in the gut.
Oh! I take it like a champ.
Come on. You're on your back foot. You have no weapon. What do you do?
I draw. Nice. I draw a bit of like heat kind of from my own essence to channel a shower of sparks that I kind of like throw towards her. I don't want to do damage to the ship, obviously. Oh, it's on fire!
3 hours later, they're all just floating in the middle of the...
Well, good job, Pyres. Good going. I'm kind of showering her with sparks as a distraction so that I can come in. Fire dragon form can be unarmed in addition to with
She
blades, right?
cries out and immediately flings her hands to her eyes.
Oh, no!
Drops down to her knees on the deck and just starts shaking her hands.
I think, Pyres immediately stops the like combo he was preparing and slides on his knees towards her and like reaches out to like grab her shoulders.
Cracks you in both of your forearms, grabs you by the chest, of which you're not probably covered, right?
Yeah.
So instead, she just plants her hand onto your chest and then pushes you back down into the deck and raises her claws on the other hand.
That's very good.
You're on your back. You have no weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I clearly have the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I roll backwards this way, so I use the power of my legs to propel her over my head, and we go rolling this way so that I can be back on my feet.
You spoke to Flavienne. Did you not? Were you planning to?
I was planning to speak to her.
Do you have
peak last week. Oh, not after this.
No.
No, that's true. That's very true.
But not yet? Or
Well,
or did he like preempt it as soon
it
as the ship
seems
takes
that's
off?
the case, right?
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
we're fucking with like time.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much the first thing I was like, well, I'm going to be bored for a while. Who wants to spar? Probably what happened.
Okay, you managed
Yep.
to flip back up to your feet.
Grab and then kind of sink down into a pose to recenter myself and come in for an elbow like this. Boom. Solar plexus.
That one crashes into her stomach. She doubles over, and when she comes back up, she's laughing, but clearly trying to maintain a defensive stance. But now you've got her on the back foot.
I wind up and then I just extend my hand.
Is it over?
Yeah. That was good.
Why?
Why not? You have more tricks?
You would leave me so unsatisfied.
Oh, all right. Okay. Let's find
Wait.
some.
Wait.
What?
And she unclips her tiger claws and then puts them on hanging on a belt by her side. Just why are you focusing on this? You know, you have the ability to stop me whenever you wish.
It's not you I need to worry about stopping.
You're right about that. We could have saved them another room. And she turns and just starts walking away very, very deliberately.
Well, I don't think that's how Pyres thought this was going to go.
Oh, come on.
And headed directly to another cabin.
Gales.
Is that where you wanted to go?
No.
I'm covered in
Yep.
blood.
I would like for the NPCs to have free will, and she's also not my ally. So
Oh!
I don't
I
get
will,
it.
however, order her to. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
The crew members are game enough to clean up the remnants of the quarterstaff. It seems like the show was enough for them to
Okay.
appreciate it. It's not every day you get to witness two princes of the air spar.
It would be pretty impressive, I have to say, if you were mortal and you were just like, holy shit, they move so fast. Whatever it is.
Choo-choo. Hearth, you're fucker. I don't want to make
Your door
that.
gets knocked upon.
Come in.
Flavienne comes in. She's got her tiger claws swinging from her belt. She has that kind of flush of somebody who's just recently been exerted physically.
Oresta's probably sitting cross-legged on her
Yes.
bunk.
Her hammock.
I don't know whether you'd have a hammock if you had a full
Probably not a full bed. Yeah.
if you had like an actual room, and just like focusing and getting used to the heave of the sea again and stuff like that.
This is different for you.
I assume spending extended time on land is different for you as well.
I may have spent a lot of time when I was young on ships, but I did attend the House of Bells. I was born on land. I am not the creature of the sea, not yet.
No, but yeah, it's different for me.
Do you know what helps? Ginger.
I'll send for some. But I should probably. And she's gonna like stand up, and stretch a little, and
With
probably
your
start-
physique, you could be fine if you.
Oh yeah. But like to me, it's like reconnecting to the Earth Dragon form and figuring out how to like establish that connection while I'm doing here. So it's that
Man,
kind
yeah.
of.
The dragon's like, well, it's really.
Yeah. And probably maybe start like unpacking her footlocker or something as busy work while she starts talking.
Your father seems to have snuck a few extra books into your crate.
What a guy. What
Yes,
a. He's the
Dad.
best.
They're probably ridiculously titled, so she's trying to hide them while she's trying to have a conversation. It's great. I like.
A dong of ice and fire.
Abs. Jonathan. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, chat? Come on. Sorry.
I told you I wanted to talk to Pyres, just figure out where things stood, just to try to be good about this and communicate and get things figured out. And I fell in.
You don't look wet.
To the fire.
The engine room. There is no engine room. That's not this kind of ship.
What?
The kitchens, I guess, would be the thing.
Excellent, Gilligan. That's what I like to hear. The Oresta.
You fell into the fire.
That wasn't my intention going in. When I brought it in as a potential option, it was supposed to be a theoretical to gauge your response to see where you really felt. So I'm trying to make things good and tidy and organized. I have made them messy.
Wait. There's something I don't quite understand. When was this ever going to be clean?
She's gonna sigh and sit down on her bunk.
You don't know I kissed them first. You were there.
So we're even.
No. There were some other things that happened.
So you win.
No.
Pyres wins. We all win, we all lose. It's a mess, and I'm just trying to make light of it. No, it's never going to be easy.
Did you enjoy kissing him?
Yes.
Perhaps you could tell me again, but without the shame?
Wow. Sorry.
He is a beautiful man, isn't he?
Yes.
But it's more than that.
Yes.
And he clearly cares about you. But in what way?
We sat down and shared our secrets, so I'm going to say that it's okay for me to share what he said. He thought of me as his hero, and I don't like that. That doesn't make me comfortable. I don't want to be put above him.
It's a very easy way for you to be below him, too.
I should actually show it. If I'm going to show it, eh?
You're worried about me.
I'm worried about all of us.
Okay.
Okay, so at least you're a good person.
And I'm not just a rock that's steady and unmoving. I'm not.
Is that something that worries you? Do you need to be unmoving?
Everyone expects it of me. Both of you use that terminology in our conversations.
Yes, but everyone always expects me to be underwater, and clearly I'm not. I don't even sweat. That's entirely untrue, by the way. She definitely sweats.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now, though. Oresta, I do not wish to believe that you are just like every other Earth aspect that I have met. I don't want to think that all you are is a pillar upon which we build the rest of our lives. But sometimes it's good to know that even you have moments where you move.
You moved me.
And so does he, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Would you prefer that I go?
Well, I mean, you're welcome to if you'd prefer to, but
I know I'm welcome to. You're not my commander. I'm asking as a friend, as Flavienne to Oresta.
as Oresta, I want to keep my door open to both of you, and that's incredibly selfish.
Why? Why is that selfish? Shellfish I could understand.
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to being on the water. I must have misspoke. Yeah, that's really shellfish. Let's have shellfish for dinner.
How do you feel selfish at this time?
Because I'm putting my own needs first, and that's apparently normal, and I should be doing that, and I've just been trying to be not that.
I'm sorry, I do not mean to laugh.
You're allowed to laugh.
You are just the paragon of You've told me how you feel. Did you tell him?
I intended to.
And yet, no. I would imagine that the answer is no.
Don't think I managed to get my thoughts out clearly. I tried.
But it's just so easy to kiss.
would really like to kiss you.
I should warn you. I would really like to kiss you too. But she stands at the doorway. She does not move forward.
Neither does Oresta for a moment.
Oh boy.
But then Oresta makes one step forward.
You see? Even I believe that I can make mountains move for me.
You deserve it.
Ay, ay.
She edges the door closed.
One more step.
It's good. But it's all right. I can find a way to bend the river. She takes one step closer. There's now about 3 separating you. But already. the bosun's outside. Just fuck.
The window cleaner.
Oh, yeah. The porthole.
Oresta's going to take 2 more steps.
Yes.
But stay there.
We fought together. We have suffered and we have triumphed. And I love the way that your eyes shine in the moments where someone fails to move you. But I think it's prettier when someone does. And then she steps forward, wrapping her arms around you.
You inspire me. And then she's going to go in for the kiss.
Gale.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Thank you for checking.
I know I am creating drama for your character, so.
Oh no!
And I know
How terrible!
Gale is
Pyres
also
of drama.
implicated, but slightly less dramatic.
Yeah.
Siontel has
Oh my god.
sat herself down on a chair, and she's got her knees pulled up to her chest, and she's staring at your gateway board. And she only has one set of pieces set out. You would recognize this as the reflective game.
Nice. Have I been teaching it to her?
It depends. Have you been trying to play the reflective game?
I feel like when Gale gets too intense about the blood stuff, Siontel distracts her with Gateway and has maybe been asking to be taught the reflective game. Because Gale learned pretty recently too.
It's the rarest of the forms.
Yeah.
Because the strategies involved in the reflective game are entirely different than any other version of the game. Because remember, after you make your move, all of your pieces revert to your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, any time that you leave your flag vulnerable, for instance, immediately they can just turn around and take it. And as she stares at this board, I don't understand. Like, is this a metaphor for something, or?
I think it has to do with. I mean, logically and just surface level, of course, it's putting yourself in the enemy's shoes. If you know what move they're going to make after you set up your pieces, then you can better defend yourself.
So it's the game that I have to learn to play now.
You can help me with the blood stuff if you want. I'm making a chart.
I've been the enemy, and now I'm the enemy of my enemy, and it just feels like I'm not sure where I stand. I'd stand with you. I stand with the one true Bell. But where does that leave us?
Out at sea?
Are we fighting for the realm? Are we fighting for the way that things are? Are we gonna try to depose Fakuf? Are we gonna?
Can't just say that
Seriously.
on a boat or anywhere.
You can't just say that, period. Yeah.
Let me get my mind messaging better first. I don't, until I know for sure who our enemies are.
Then we always have to move as if we don't know. Is the game obscured, or is the game reflective?
It's a game of paranoia, essentially. Because you think, oh, well, I can win a reflective game if I'm just 3 moves ahead. But then you think, no, but if then on the 4th move, they could turn around and they could do this. You're outwitting yourself. It's a way to drive yourself mad.
Nice.
What have you figured out with your chart?
Well, I'm noting all of the properties of each of the samples that I've collected and where they deviate. And now I'm trying to determine if the deviation is because of the toxin or because of something else.
I don't understand this board.
Well, I think another thing that it teaches you is there's only so much overthinking you can do. Eventually, you do just have to move a piece. And maybe it's the wrong play, but it's either that or the game never starts. That lesson took me a little bit longer to learn.
And what if I don't want to play?
Then don't.
And what does that mean?
It means you haven't played the reflective game.
But the game's already started, hasn't it?
Your opponent's made their move, but your opponent is you in this instance.
I want to know. I want to know what I'm supposed to do.
What do you think and She started doing that to Mina Celsi in public. They. What do you think
Yes,
they are doing right now?
If I know them, they're preparing for... They're preparing for war. They've just lost someone under very suspicious circumstances. And at the moment, we're trying to make them think as if it's because he was trying to defect. They're not stupid. It doesn't mean that they're not going to believe us, but it means that they know that something's wrong. They're going to move to try to collapse it. Several cells may be absorbed.
Do you think that they are going to try to silence you? Or do you think they're going to try to test your loyalty further?
They're going to try and find out where I am, but I've already told them. They're also going to try to find out whether I'm telling the truth. So yeah, they're going to test my loyalty.
Do you have a sense of how they would do that?
They're going to put me in a position where I have to choose between them or someone else. An enemy.
An enemy like...
An enemy is anyone who isn't SLC right now.
Okay, so us. Let's say it's us. That would be the toughest test for them to present you with, right?
In order to convince them that I'm with them, they're going to look to make sure that I do what they ask.
So is it feasible that they would order you to destroy one of us? Or all of us?
I don't think they'd be able to expect me to be I don't think they'll be able to expect that I could take out all four of you.
What about the poison? If they have access to it and they gave you some.
That's possible. But I've seen what it does.
Mm-hmm.
I've felt what it does. But I survived. It doesn't kill on its own, does it? It just makes us vulnerable.
From what I can gather, it doesn't kill on its own. No. Maybe in larger doses. If I'm able to replicate it, then we can test it. I mean, you know what I mean. I wonder where
Maybe
Pyres
we're going to
is.
have to be able to find a way to fake one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Or even poison one of us for real and then protect them.
If I can gather enough information on the poison from the House of Bells, if I'm able to replicate it, I can potentially change some of its chemical makeup.
She picks up a lancer and then makes a move. Puts it down on the board and stares at it for a second.
This is the reflective game, by the way.
I move against myself because it's the only move I have.
It's depressing when you put it that way, but yeah.
Yeah.
You better keep working.
I will keep working. Because right now, we are moving forward as though you are going to have to poison us all. And in order to keep up appearances, this is an action you are going to have to take. So, how do we keep from dying? That's my goal.
I hear your goal. I hear your goal. Okay. Let's make as many moves as we can.
And she puts down her pencil for the first time in what feels like 72 hours. Are you okay?
You know the answer is yes, and that's why the answer is no, and that's why the answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the first time, I feel like I am free, and that I have something that I can actually stand for. And it's concerning to me how easy it is to make that decision, considering how long I've been associated with the vendetta and how long it's been since
She's gonna get up from her chair and go to sit next to her. Is she playing this on the bed or on the floor or on her second table?
She's probably got the board set up on the bed.
height of luxury.
She'll go sit next to her. Our whole lives we were told what to do. We were told to be great. We were told to excel. And I know that you were taught something very different. And for all that our upbringing was not ideal, you were taught to live your entire life as someone else's perfect illusion.
Yeah.
And now you're figuring out who you really are.
Obscure, not reflective.
Can be both. We're not a game board. We're people. As much as I maybe sometimes talk about us like we're just pieces on a board.
I just want to be on whatever board you're playing on. As long as we're on the same side. I know what it's like to face you. And it's thrilling and it's challenging, and I know that I can put up a better fight than I could a week ago. But I know you can do it.
I know we can do it. Or we'll keep getting better. And I have grand plans, but in the meantime, there are little victories.
Tell me. Just tell me one. Give me something to look forward to.
I envision an army that can take down a Death Lord.
Writing that one down.
Whoa.
It's not in being yet, but I think it's possible.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Without ambition, we're nothing.
Well, I remind myself of it when I'm feeling like the problems in front of me are too insurmountable. And I also remind myself of it when I need something smaller to focus on and distract myself. But in the meantime, there's this. She gestures back over at the chart and the blood and the like. The blood.
I hope I get to see it.
The army?
Your victory.
Yeah. Hope you're there beside me.
I might be at the vanguard.
Just gonna take her hands.
I'm compelled to ask,
Yeah.
before I go back to Pyres.
Hello.
Kisses?
Oresta wouldn't stop there if Flavian was in agreement with that, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
she wouldn't force the situation. Right?
No, that's not the problem.
Are we all in adjoining staterooms, by the way? Like, or do we share walls? Just
I feel like they might be like on either end of
Yeah, I
like a
think-
hallway or something.
Yeah, I don't think that they're adjoining.
fair.
Not sharing a wall.
Think back to Obra Dinn.
I am.
God.
That's all I think about.
That game.
God.
Excuse me.
Okay. Knowing that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back to Pyres.
Mhm.
But we will come back to you.
It's okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
After a little while of you, after your spar, you're visited.
Okay.
Hey, do you think we can talk for a second?
Yeah, of course.
Siantel goes into your stateroom.
Gale is sleeping over her charts.
Yeah,
Like on them, probably.
sitting down. She's asleep. I think I'm gonna have to make sure that she sleeps a little bit more on this voyage than she has been recently.
Yeah, is she okay? She's really intense about that whole blood toxin thing.
You can't take a bone away from a dog.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think it's really exciting. Gale's the perfect person to try to figure this out, whatever this is.
Gail's not perfect.
I didn't say that.
You said she was the perfect person.
To
No, she's not.
Oh,
And that's why she's amazing.
that's nice.
Perfect is done. It's simple, it's boring. What about you? You feel perfect?
No, you know that. No,
I hear that
Alright.
you were playing with some quarterstaffs out there.
I was sparring. Flavienne was all like, "Oh, I do not use these wooden sticks. I use this." I'm doing like Pyres is doing a decent impression of Flavienne, but like he's hamming it up a little bit.
She's got a little bit of a crush on you, you know that?
Yeah, I think she may have said something about it.
Do you know how long it's been going on for?
Are you gonna tell me?
Year 2.
Woo! Oh, you know what?
You know.
I do. That was an unfortunate year because I was wearing my hair back for a while. It wasn't doing anything for my complexion.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because you could wear your hair back, you could wear your hair forwards, you could spike it, you could do whatever you want, and there would still be people throwing themselves at you, except Flavienne.
And yet you're telling me there was some crushage happening.
You know, I like to think that it's because I convinced her that she could do better.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna step out of the room. I'm
Okay.
a child.
All right. Nobody said that, Premster. But that is hilarious.
But I think it's because she thought that she never would have a chance. And that it would probably piss Brevin off way too much.
I think a lot of people have this image of me that I'm, out of reach, right? Because my family has been doing such a good job cultivating this mystique around Morale and me. Making us seem, I don't know, untouchable?
Do you like Mystique?
if I'm
You're
being
not
honest.
untouchable to me. I'll prove it. Get another one of those quarterstaffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. No, hang
Just
on.
get
No, that's
another
not
one of
true.
those quarterstaffs. I'm going to show you something, okay?
Woo.
It's not Knurl, but it'll do. You never knew the name of my staff.
Nope.
Knurl.
Neural.
Knurl. Knurl.
I should write that down.
But it's not bad. Look. What's the advantage of using one of these compared to a hope or abandon?
Reach,
That's right.
I think. Yeah.
That's part of it. Some of it is also that both ends are able to be equally as effective, but whatever, we're not going to deal with that. Reach is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can reach you just like this. And then she stands far enough away from you, and then she extends her body in one long line, just letting the staff extend as a part of her own body.
Nice.
Just so that the very tip just plants itself right above your left nipple.
That is an advantage.
But it doesn't reach. Can I do anything to you like this? And she's just like, she's perfectly poised.
Sure.
But like, if I lean forward, I'm going to fall. But otherwise, I'm stretching as far as I can and I cannot reach you.
You could keep me away. That wouldn't be a bad tactic.
I'm not very stable where I am right now. Push. So as you push, she falls back and then, falls back onto her foot. She's not letting herself get bowled over. And then she brings the staff back into her hand. The appearance of reach, but it doesn't exist. And then she walks directly up to Pyres. All I needed was the courage. This is an amazing weapon, and it's a stick. It's both. It's me, and it's you. And I can reach you as long as I'm willing to step up. You've had a mystique cultivated around you your entire life, right?
Yeah.
And all Flavienne has to do is just walk up to you, right?
Yeah.
Think about that. When we meet somebody whose mystique has been built up just as much as yours, she tosses you the stick.
Whoa. But I feel like he catches it, but he's not really looking. He's kind of thinking about that for sure.
You make a cute couple. And she really is into you.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. I don't know where it's going with Flavienne.
You have the reach. But is it going to help you? I have to go make sure that somebody sleeps well.
You're a good person.
I'm trying.
That's all we can do, right? Hey, thanks.
She's waiting for you, by the way. Over in Oresta's stateroom.
What do you mean?
I'm busy with Gale. They need to talk to you.
Okay. Pyres is starting to put the pieces together of they need to talk to you, and he's like, uh-oh.
Is something wrong?
What?
Is something wrong?
No, just contemplating our upcoming, dooms and stuff. Nothing, no big deal. No, we're good.
Best part about Dooms? They run on everything.
Very good. Wait, what do you mean? Well, that was anachronistic. Amazing.
The best part about Dooms? Everyone's got them.
Yeah.
They don't have to be horrible. A Doom is literally just your fate.
That's true.
And you're fated right now to go and talk to Gale Whispered. The other ones.
Yeah.
Look, I've got a one-track mind sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's super understandable.
I don't want Pyres doing it.
God.
Pyres,
Yeah.
do you have the reach?
I have it.
Doesn't matter.
Don't need it.
And now you know how to fight with a staff. I'd still destroy you.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to
Don't
see
forget
you try.
one other thing. You're holding two weapons that can destroy wood. I say this as somebody who knows the power of wood.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, we'll all green card this, but I do think this is very funny. What's happening on this side of the table is very funny to me.
I remember when I was young, there was this argument about which element was the best.
Oh God, that can go in circles for hours. Honestly.
You try hanging around a bunch of Regar, they're going to be able to tell you right away. It's doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Because we're all strong. Okay?
Yeah.
But just because I could destroy you with a staff doesn't mean you couldn't destroy me with your swords. And it doesn't mean that you can't destroy somebody with your words.
Oh, why would I want to? Like in this moment, obviously, sometimes I'd want to, but like,
I've been learning a lot about the reflective game. And that's the only answer she'll give you.
okay.
She turns and leaves.
What am I your enemy now?
No. But that's the point.
Pyres like goes and makes a note on his desk to
Pyres.
reflective game.
And she turns around and she comes back.
Yeah.
Because I was the enemy until you destroyed me with your words.
Right.
Destruction is a concept. Okay? Now, unfortunately, if I can't figure out these next moves, I'm going to be a problem. And I'm going to wake her up, and then she's not going to get enough sleep. And if she doesn't get enough sleep, she won't be able to examine this blood. In which case, I'm light for no reason.
We can share the weight of the world between us, eh? It doesn't have to just be on you.
The door's open, by the way. You don't even need to knock. And she turns and she heads to Gale Whispered.
Definitely under his breath. How does she?
Oh, how does she?
She unlocked it.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, like lock opening. touch.
I've got it.
I got. Yeah, it's one of the. It's in the timers as well as a command. That's what's up.
Warning.
Thor's dog.
That's the ticket.
We can just
Alright.
uncheck it so
Oh,
that we can use it again.
Our games
Next
contain
week.
sexual.
I mean, frankly, it's a good thing to
it'll
mention
be
anyway,
time
but
sensitive.
not all the time.
Your discretion is advised.
Trying to make fetch happen.
Fetch.
When she comes back to your stateroom, she immediately just wraps up the papers that are underneath and makes sure that they're all in the same place but moved just slightly. And then she lifts Gale Whispered and carries her over to the bed.
So
I
cute.
think Gale might have a little bit of ink on her face from where
Oh,
she face planted into the chart.
She's not responsible for cleaning the sheets. She just lays Gale Whispered down.
Yes, dynasts.
what's up?
That's fair.
I'd like to take resources to new sheets. New sheets.
I get a desk, but only one set of sheets for the month.
Honestly,
You wanted your fucking desk, didn't you?
God damn it.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god.
So Gale's still sleeping on the sheets. On the charts.
No, she's
No.
lifted her up
Oh,
off
off
the
the
charts
charts.
and
That's sweet.
moved her to the bed and put her down.
It's nice.
Also, like, moved the board out of the way. And
Gale snuggles up.
I have been informed that I should go and visit Flavienne and Oresta because they have things to tell me. So Pyres, shirtless and without any expectation.
all right,
Expectationless.
Oresta,
Ah.
you've been somewhat bamboozled, but I am going to leave it to you. Scott, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to ask you to flash me 1, 2, or 3.
mm-hmm.
A 1
I'm so excited.
means that he arrives before things progress beyond kissing. A 2 means that he arrives during
Oh.
what happens afterwards. And a 3 means that he arrives when it's over, but only just.
Sorry, Scott. It's gonna take me a minute to choose.
Oh, of
That's
course.
quite all right. So 1,
Don't worry about me.
before things
Yeah.
have moved past kissing. 2, right in the middle. 3, directly afterwards.
They're all so narratively fun. I mean, I
Yes,
know.
they are.
Okay,
Now,
I
that's your choice. That's your choice. I'm gonna ask for the confirm.
Is that your final answer?
All right, you're still thinking.
Done.
I'll let you get back to that.
Aw.
When you're ready.
I think this is going to be my choice.
Okay. All right. Pyres.
Yes. I have been told that the door is open and to
It
not even
sure
bother
is.
knocking.
That is exactly what she told you.
I mean, Flavienne's in Oresta's room. They have to talk to you. Like, I don't think Pyres has a habit of just being like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, I think... I mean, first of all, is the door open?
I mean, the door is not open.
Not open,
not
but it's...
locked.
Okay, it's unlocked. Yeah, I suppose... That's tough because I don't want to be rude, but I also want to be my character. So yeah, no, I'm
Your character.
I'm just gonna walk in. Yeah.
Sorry, just...
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'm here now.
So you just open the door.
Yeah. I'm
You wanna
probably
describe
in
what's
the midst.
going on here.
Oresta and Flavienne are not clothed and they are in the bed together, but they are not writhing.
All right. Okay. So some still movement. Then I understand.
They're just both like dead.
They're rocking. Oh my God! Can you imagine? That'd be the worst murder mystery ever. So
I chose the third option just so that you are aware of where we are at.
of where we are. Okay. So there's definitely a moment of like, oh, I have been tricked. Excuse me for interrupting. And I'm just going to start to step right back out and close the door.
When
The
you
rest is just like
When you
face
start
plants
closing the
onto
door,
Siantel's shoulder.
Siantel is still there.
I'm going to walk right up to her. What is your problem?
Do you have the reach?
What is your problem?
Do you have the reach?
I don't need the reach. I can walk right up to them. And
Good.
their naked bodies.
Why aren't you? You need to talk about this with them.
What are you, my parent? What is this? I can make my own decisions.
It's true.
Thank you. Hang on. You're telling me I have to talk to them. What is this?
You're allowed to be gentlemanly, I guess.
Well, I'll give them a second to like get clothed if they want.
There's
to.
definitely the sound of scrambling, at least from Oresta inside the room.
Oh,
But they also can probably hear all of this because ships are designed to be like soundproof.
That's true.
I could tell. Why can't you?
Why can't I? That's a
Pyres.
great question. What?
I love you like a brother.
Okay.
They don't.
I see. How do I feel about you? Okay, cool. Just checking. Just checking.
DTF, sir. He has a whole
Very
subcategory of...
Yeah. Okay.
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 Stop hiding from each other, please.
God, you're weird. You're weird.
I'm them.
Oh!
And she turns around and starts walking away again.
Miracle.
Oh, okay. All right. So I go back and I knock on the door.
But then I assume that we've
Flavienne has wrapped herself in a sheet.
and I've wrapped myself in the other sheet.
Absolutely incredible.
I assume there's a blanket and a sheet. So she's got the sheet, I've got the blanket.
Absolutely incredible.
And I tuck it properly like I would like a towel or whatever.
I'm going to kill her. I mean, possibly I'm going to thank her, but I'm also going to kill her.
I want to give her hand one squeeze. And then... Come in.
I'm going to walk in and I'm going to say, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Clearly our hearth has our best interests in mind, theoretically, or Siantel was just bored.
You know, it could be both. Best interests.
Close the door.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Close the door. How are you?
It is
both?
funny that somehow we are still more clothed than you.
Point to the chair that I
Clothed
have
is a
in my
state of
room.
mind. Yeah. I go and
you
I
can sit
sit.
down.
I go and sit on the
Yeah.
chair. It's a state of mind, Flavienne.
And we were out of our minds just a few moments ago.
That is between the two of you. I would say.
Okay. I told you that my door was open. It's still open, as you clearly observed by walking in.
Walked right in.
And I don't intend, right at this very second, wasn't thinking about that, but I wasn't necessarily intending to close or lock that door. That's where I was.
The towel's just like, whoop. No, I'm just kidding. But like, no, it'd be funny. But right. Yeah. I think I understand what you're saying. Siontel told me I had to come and figure this out or deal with this or something. Like there's something to be dealt with.
Where do the two of you stand? Or Flow and Burn? If we're gonna get all
Flow and Burn.
elemental about this.
Pyres is like up from the chair and he's pacing back and forth. He will probably sit down at some point. I don't know when. Here's where I'm at. I am incredibly nervous about what we have to do next. It scares the hell out of me, you know? And then after that, who knows? There's a lot more that we still have to accomplish, and it makes me very frightened. And I also really love everybody in this hearth, and sometimes that means getting to know people really intimately. So that's what I did a couple of times, and that's just sometimes that's what that means, not all the time.
Gale Whispered?
No.
That would be very strange.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, she's fetching.
Sure. We're a very attractive hearth, if I can say that.
We're the hot bang.
Hot bang. That's true. We did have a reputation. Sorry, that's besides the point. Siontel's telling me to come in here and resolve things as if they can just be resolved. It feels to me like she wants me to categorize or to put things into boxes.
I think we should just set parameters. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Good idea.
we don't have to
Sit back down.
swear extra oaths or
Whoa.
whatever.
There's going to be some swearing involved.
There's like a glance to
So, yeah.
to Flavian briefly.
Definitely much more of a glance of like,
Number 2.
And he like, just red, just like.
I think you'd be into number 2.
Oh.
You're worried about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. That's. Yes, that is true. I'm going to be honest. What I'm worried about is losing my focus. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be weird about, like, oh, personal relationships. They make the soldier lose focus. Soldiers can't go to war if they're in love. That's not true. I know that's not true.
Harder for the people you care about.
I agree. But yeah.
I'm not going to change my priority of keeping us all alive and safe. And if I ever feel like any of this is jeopardizing any of that, then, like, I can lock my door for the well-being of all of us. Sorry, you can spend your time in your own bunks or whatever you need to do.
What do you honestly think that I am in a position where I'd be like, well, it could be the fate of the realm, or I could get a chance to hug someone? That sounds like a good trade. We're soldiers.
Yeah.
We were brought up as soldiers. We were trained as soldiers. And then when it came down to it, we fought as soldiers. Is that going to change? Could
No.
it?
Yeah, it could, but I don't think so. I've been thinking a lot about what I said to you, Oresta. I said some things the other day, Flavian, and well, anyway, I realized that maybe they were a bit. It's my truth. I'm not going to speak my truth, but I realize how odd it might be to open up to your hearthmate and learn that they think of you as a hero to them. That might be strange. I just wanted to let you know that I don't ever want you to feel, I don't know, unequal.
I appreciate that.
I know that doesn't sit well with you.
I just don't want... I gotta handle it as just a hearthmate. But if any of this is going to be involved, then I just don't want it to be born out of an idealized version of myself.
Okay. I think that means that I would have to get to know the real you.
Yeah.
Not the you from all those books. I kind of like motion to the trunk. That's full of
throw
books,
a
right?
pillow to like hide the titles.
Let's say a dong. No, okay, sorry.
The lone boy.
Oh. Oh my.
Under a thrilling moon.
Nice. I like that.
Who took command at the House of Bells?
He started. I don't know why she's
destroyed
being a petty child.
They
but-
destroyed their sorcerer.
I motioned down the hall to Siontel, but we did.
Who marshaled everyone in order to make sure that they could remain fighting.
But we worked together.
Exactly.
Then you were not heroes to each other. Comrades.
I know how I feel.
You fought in the same mud. And in this room right now, you have lava.
Yes, that's true.
I never thought of you as heroes.
Good.
I'm sorry.
No, please. I much prefer it that way.
I'm not Kathak. I don't know. I'm apparently Ladal. Although at this point I think it might be reasonable for me to be Pelops once again.
I'm going to take my seat and stare right at Flavienne. Siontel said, "That's not how you used to feel about me."
Oh. I didn't think you were a hero. I thought you were a very pretty man.
I'm going to like keep eye contact, but I'm going to whisper to Oresta, "She had a crush on me."
The whole school did.
Damn it. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
She walks forward, still wrapped in her sheet, and she pulls out a chair for Pyres.
Thanks.
Do you sit in the chair? or
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
just
yeah, of
thank her
course.
for- like, oh,
I
it's
put
a
my
free
leg
chair!
I put my leg up on it like Captain Morgan. I sit. Yeah, sure, I sit down. Aha.
She stands behind Pyres and she looks over at Oresta and she just lays her hand on his shoulders. I had a crush on him because he was a very pretty man. And then I started wondering whether it was something I could do because I heard his words and I thought they sparkled like jewels held up to the light. And then I met Oresta and I learned that there is something intensely attractive about someone who does everything for a cause, including move towards me. I don't have enough love for everyone in this world. I might have enough for you.
Is it clear that that's a sorry, out of character? Is that clear that that's a collective you?
She's looking back and forth between the two of you.
Yeah.
She
My
says
eyes
it.
have gone like
Just
this.
checking that we're not doing one of those weird like you, but only one of you.
And then the music strings start railing up, and it turns out the morale's in the closet, and she comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh fuck. Oh, that'd be bad.
Now, I'm going to make my truth clear, and then I'm going to leave the two of you. I feel this way about both of you. No, I have no idea what's going to happen, and I have no idea whether this is going to be clean, although I doubt it, as nothing like this ever is. But I think I can make the two of you very happy.
Only if that's how you want it to be.
I'm going to leave the two of you to decide what you want. But there was a number 4 that I did not tell you about. It's a little more advanced. I may need some help. And she turns around and she walks out of the room. She, by the way, she closes the door with her hips.
God damn. Swish, nothing but net.
Mm-hmm.
Please, single edge. Come on.
It's very possible. That would be so good. Oh my
I
god.
should warn you that there will be a time skip when this is at least somewhat resolved.
Big question
My
mark there, I
question
don't-
before the time skip is if anyone immediately goes to tell Gale. Or
Oh.
Gale is just ignorant,
Oh no,
which is fine.
I have to imagine there will be.
Cool.
But we're going to wait to see that. I'm just warning you because the next moment is going to be over a particular wreck.
Ooh.
I'm gonna.
I gotcha.
Top up and top out?
Everyone else?
Yes, please. Bottle.
That might be easier.
Bring
I'm
the
not
box.
classy.
Bring the box. Bring the box.
Good.
I'm
Thank you.
okay. I'll be okay.
I haven't actually touched it. It's already...
Like I said, you bought the whole bottle, but you'll only need the edge? Like, wait, hang on. I'm going to work on... Yeah, sorry.
Just
that's
one
no.
edge, though.
Just single edge. Yeah, that's one single edge. Ay, yoy. Have you noticed Vivienne's a lot more forward lately?
Yep.
What's that about?
Okay, this might sound a little
Secret anathema.
dickish, but you know, I went into that infirmary and I chose her.
In
I chose Sandhill. I put them forward as potential candidates for our hearth, and I saw potential in both of them. And there was a lot of that came from their personalities, not just the fact that we were going to have a nice, tidy 5-elemental hearth, or that they fought well.
well, that was pleasing to Gale.
Well, it's, you know, everything in balance.
I'm the one who knows what's pleasing to Gale. You need to back the fuck off.
whoa, wait. Thank you.
The door isn't open to
Swivel
you.
motion for a second.
Hope you all like. I hope you. If anyone from Revolution Wines is watching, please sponsor this stream. Good luck.
Yeah, we are classy in this
Somebody
household.
call. I feel like Super Dylan would know something about stream sponsorships.
My best friend in
In a
high
good way.
school
Yeah, please.
had a father who imported wine from
Thank you.
Italy.
I'm
It
just
was
gonna
his side
put it over
gig.
here. Yeah, the
Like,
classiest.
we're talking
bunch.
extremely expensive bottles of wine.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
he, when asked, he was like, the best way to seal a wine
Mhm.
is honestly a bag.
Nice.
The only reason why people think the bag wine is trashy is because it's sold for cheaper.
Tends to be large
And it's
quantities
just
of
cheaper
wine.
to put in there. But like it's it keeps the wine from getting exposed to too much air.
Well, it's the same thing with like screw top wine. Is that it only started with the cheapest brands because the fancier ones wanted to be like, oh, cork is better, but cork actually goes bad. And
Cork
so
is
it's-
miserable.
Yeah. So now most are moving to
Fancy.
synthetic, but it's this whole cultural shift, and now there's actually decent wine because also for the longest time it's just like Garbo that you could get in a box.
It's true.
Hey.
That is true. To the side.
And now, back to our show.
Anyway, yeah. So that's. I guess that's neither here nor there. I was gonna guess it was the Ladal thing, giving her some swagger. You know.
Oh, wait, I'm off camera.
Whoa. Oh.
There.
I like Flavian. I think she's really cool.
I do too.
I think she's quite attractive. And there's a fire water thing. You know.
We've both got a sense of what she has to offer. She didn't give me a number system for what it's worth.
No, I think she knows that I can only count up to 5. Or is that true? That's how I feel about her. Okay. Yeah. No, that's I'm gonna I'm like stand up and be like, and just like, and look at Oresta. Oresta, I would like to get to know you better. That's
Feel the same.
that's how I feel. And I don't think that necessarily extends to, and then I like motion to the door, whatever number 4 is, but that's just me. How do you feel about that?
Yes, then I'd like to clarify in which way you'd like to get to know me better. Or ways.
I like hearing people's stories. You know, how they grew up, their exaltations. I don't know much about yours. And please don't take this the wrong way, but it's because the only stories I ever heard were of fire aspects. House Kathak, generally.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
our house.
That's it, right? So, I kind of tend to skip over some of the other people. That's what I want to know. And then, maybe in time, look, I had a lot of fun the other day, and I feel like there's a lot more fun to be had. So, yeah, but I just that's how I feel, and I think that would go a long way to making me feel like a bit less weird.
Well,
It's not all about me though.
then maybe knock before you come in the door next time, but my door is open whenever you want to have those conversations.
I'd like that. What are you doing later?
I have no schedule.
Sitting out under the stars.
Sure.
Cool. I'll
See you after dinner.
yeah, I'd like that.
Probably during dinner as well.
Sure, yeah, I'll see you during dinner. Well, yeah, but that's, I mean, if Gale's awake, it's going to be strategy time. So I got to have, like, all my wits about me. And then afterwards we can chat and stuff. Be good. So this has been a great chat. And he's going to, like, extend his hand.
She's gonna
Yep.
take it.
to, like, shake, shake, shake. Good. I'm glad we've, and then, like, there's, like, there's definitely, like, a trailing, like...
a linger from both of them.
Oh, there's like a lingering like physical contact, which is then I'm gonna like break it off. Do you yeah, Jesus. Whoa. That's, I'm not saying that things won't change in a week or in a day or in an hour. Bonfires tend to burn pretty bright and at random intervals.
There are ways of keeping a torch lit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think I'm just a little scared, but it's okay. Not you, I just think in general. What I said before, you thought that wasn't a lie. Thanks.
Thank you.
I think it's going to be really cool. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Getting to know you?
Yeah.
Great. Can I tell Siontel that we're like good now?
Yeah.
It was really weird. She's going to be really weird about it otherwise.
I'll try not to be weird.
Okay. Pyres is going to like take a step towards the door, take a step back, go in for a peck on the cheek. Whoop.
Aresta might
Whoop.
misinterpret it.
Yep.
So
Oh.
I don't. Aresta's definitely was. Yeah. So he may go for the cheek, and she's not going for the cheek. So it might just be kind of like a miss.
Pass out after colliding.
Thunk. Yeah.
All right, we start auditions tomorrow for 2 new hearth mates.
Oh shit.
Hello, my name is Regara Brevin.
Oh no!
What have I done?
My interests involve humiliating Pyres and being humiliated by Pyres.
You move straight on to the callback phase.
God.
I have a special skill. You want to know?
No.
Oh, God.
So I feel like
Yeah.
that, and then sorry.
Whoa. No, it's that is.
I misinterpreted. My bad. I'm sorry.
So what happened with the kiss?
So I think so Pyres went in for a peck on the cheek, and I think
The rest was going
Oresta,
for a
like,
kiss on.
turned to
yeah.
like face him.
Yeah.
There was like a kiss, and then
she was
he
going
like,
for a full-on kiss when
Right.
he turned back. So
Right.
yeah, I think it was like a weird like half
Mhm.
collision,
Yeah.
thing, and then
And then there's definitely a moment of like, oh, okay, we're gonna reset here and figure this out. No, it's all right.
that's yeah. You said you wanted to talk first. Let's talk first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You okay?
The smart thing to do.
I am not known for doing the smart thing, but I have a hearth full of people who do that smart thing often.
I do smart things all the time.
Yes.
That's why you and I are anyway. Okay.
Yeah. I encourage you to leave if you want to be gone. Otherwise, I may try what I just tried again.
And I wouldn't be mad, but I am gonna go.
Okay.
Just so you know that
Yep.
I wouldn't be mad about
Yep.
that.
Please.
Yep. And Pyres is going to go to take his chair and then realize it's not what you do with chairs. And then he's going to be like, oh, God, and just like go and leave. I'm leaving the room. So awkward.
Oh my God.
Really trying to
So
channel
as you
that
try
like,
to leave the
high
room,
school
you realize
teenage
that
vibe.
someone's leaning against the door.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just trying to, I just need to leave.
Oh. And then the door opens.
Okay, you need to come in and talk to me too.
Apparently, I need to go in and talk to her.
That sounded like an
it was
order.
Flavienne. I
Yeah.
thought it was Ciantel leaning against
No,
the
it's
door.
it's
Oh, no,
Flavienne,
no,
who
no.
It is
still
Flavienne.
stepped outside
Oh,
the
right.
room.
She's in her
in a
undergarments.
sheet.
Of course. Oops.
Whatever.
I assumed she
She
would
did that
go
to
to
herself.
her own
She doesn't
room
care. She's
and
a
get
tiny
her own.
That's true,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
I suppose, eh?
But I also assumed
you
she would have
seen
just
us?
gone back to her room and gotten another change of clothes.
Yeah, you would assume
True,
that
actually, she
that's
probably has the
not
fewest
what
dots of
actually happened.
appearance, weirdly,
Okay.
which is
Cool.
wild. Anyway.
Then no, I won't say get back in here. Sorry.
How did it go in there?
I think pretty good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. You heard it all?
No, I wasn't listening.
Oh. Okay.
I suppose number 4 isn't happening right now.
No.
She leans in close. She's very good, by the way. And you already know about me.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Maybe it's a good thing.
Why would that be good?
Before number 4, you'd better make sure you had a good breakfast. There's a lot. And she leans up, and then she gives Pyres a very gentle kiss on his cheek.
He is going to attempt to remain as stoic as possible, but he's
That's fine.
melting a little bit for sure. I'm sure she can tell.
It's all right. Either way. What's important is that at the end, we are still of the one true bell. But I wouldn't mind ringing yours a bit. And then she turns around
Yep.
and heads into the room and closes the door behind her.
I think in his drama, Pyres is definitely going to be like, why are all of these attractive dynasts hitting on me? What have I done?
First world problems.
Great song,
Hearth
too.
of the 5 ringing bells.
How did it go?
Bong.
Not bad.
Is a lot.
We're gonna talk tonight after dinner. We're just gonna sit
That sounds like a
outside
really
and
good-
have a conversation. Yeah.
I'm going to get my clothes,
Okay.
if that's all right.
Yep.
She picks up her clothes. I wish you luck. Do you know when I'll be able to come back?
My door isn't. I'm not closing my door. I'm closing it. I'm not locking it.
Look, today was very good. I can be patient. We still have another week before we have to make landfall. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you kiss him?
I thought he was going in for like a full kiss, and he was trying to kiss my cheek, and it was really.
Oh, that's
awkward.
adorable. He really likes you. The only reason he would kiss you is because he was really, really, really likes you.
You're really, really, really good.
I know. I have a lot to live up to.
You said you're, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great.
I have a lot to live up to. And she gives a very deliberate
Oh,
once over
Okay.
and then
Mhm.
smiles. I'll kiss you on the way out.
Rest
Wherever you'd like.
is gonna go in for a kiss.
That's what she meant.
Yeah.
Not her. Not there. No. Yes, give me that elbow. Oh, it's so good.
It's like, what can I do without being gross?
Ding dong. Get the door. It's Domino's. I don't even know.
Oh my God.
She leaves
Yeah.
after said, but with one last look and a wink, and then she closes the door.
Oresta's going to change into deck appropriate attire, but
So not a blanket.
not a blanket. But then inquire as to whether or not they can rig up a sail to create a bathing space off the side of the ship. Sail! Or if they have, like... She basically wants to have a really long cold shower or go swimming in the ocean, but, like, the ship's going faster than she can swim because she's not a fish.
We can arrange for a bath for you.
And I request it. Like the dynast that I am. Bath.
A cold bath, though. Not warmed up.
Seawater.
Okay. Weirdo. They don't actually call you a weirdo because that would be like instant death.
Just keel haul
I'm
yourself.
sorry, what did you say?
Smushed.
I need to speak to your manager.
Hey, oh.
No, not right.
Am I sorry to ask? Am I muted? Thank you.
I hope you were. While you
The
were
whole
gone.
time? Oh, well, you know, I didn't have my mic.
Yeah, the entire time. It's literally just Oresta having a conversation and Pyres is
Or that.
or just speaking very quietly because he's only picked up by your mic. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that we have a conversation about what happens over the next week because we have a thing to get to. So,
Yes. Well, I don't have any ventures or anything like that. I think what happens.
I don't think this is a venture type situation that we're gonna.
Oh, I need to make some rolls.
Yeah, you sure we're not gonna make some rolls?
Those
I
are
have a lot of
rolls.
presents.
Yeah,
It's
so do
fine.
I. And
Shh.
I have
Let's go.
Zeke.
What? Chocolate presents, very good. Well, what happens over the coming week? There's that evening, they sit out on the deck and talk. I think there's maybe, I think for Pyres anyway, there's probably a couple nights of that. He just wants to, like, know about her because, first of all, it's, like, very unusual. Like, she's a Cathak who has a lot of power that he finds very interesting and attractive, and he doesn't know anything about her, and it's probably a little distressing for him, you know? He's like, oh, I don't know where you are politically.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, she'll talk to him about it, and she'll try to find questions to unlearn the things that she was told by other members of House Cathak.
That's
It's
fair.
like, oh, well, you know, Morale was amazing, and she's got a younger brother, and guess what? He's your age. Why aren't you like him? Because that's how shitty, you know, societies like that are.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, why aren't you like this kid who gets straight A's? But instead it was like, you know, he has good sword fighting. Or
Right,
whatever.
right.
So I feel like that's where her resentment of him came from. So she's going to work to unlearn all that bullshit. So try to actually know what his childhood actually was like.
All right. Yeah, he's going to be honest about it. Surprise. Is there anything that Oresta wouldn't want to talk about, do you think? Like, that you can think of in the moment? I certainly can't,
Nothing
but...
that comes to mind.
All right. I guess if you were to be like, so, how do you feel about Flavienne? I think he'd be pretty... still be cagey despite the fact that he's already told you. He'd be like, I don't want to talk about that.
Well, I think
I give her 4 stars.
I think that Oresta's just gonna continue to be a broken record and say like, my door's open, it's not locked, like for both of them, like, you know, she wants to make sure that they're acting on their own terms.
Okay. It has been duly noted.
But now, very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like I'd be like, so do you want to tell Ciantel that we dealt with this, or should I talk to Gale, or who, what, how?
Yeah, I should talk to Ciantel, and I'm happy to talk to Gale too, but if you feel like you want to, that's cool.
Yeah, okay. You figure out what Miss Metal Pants wants from all of this.
I hope she heard that.
And
Sorry,
I
made of
will
cloth like everyone else's. What
talk
the fuck?
to Gale.
Metal pants.
And probably, I'm thinking of 10 ways that she could react to this. I'm sure she will still surprise me.
That is very true. Okay. Break.
So I don't know if we're playing that out.
Oh, that we're
I
playing
know
out.
exactly how Gale is reacting.
That we're playing out.
Great.
And this if we...
So you're going to talk to Ciantel first?
Yes, I will briefly talk to Ciantel.
So what the fuck happened?
What the fuck happened? First of all, you happened, and you tricked me. I don't appreciate that. There's a smile on
Yes,
his
you
face.
do.
Okay, I appreciate it a little bit. I just think it's probably embarrassing for them.
Yes, it was. Do you care?
Yeah, I kind of care a little bit.
Okay, you care about embarrassing them, but the end result, what happened?
What happened was this. Oresta and I decided that we're gonna get to know each other a little bit better.
Oh!
What do you... I give her a little shove. What do you mean, oh?
I go to all that effort, and then it's talking.
Talking sometimes leads to other things, too.
Well, yeah, but it's going to take longer. And we're probably going to die by the time we hit the House of Bells, and it'll be out of time at that point.
That...
My girlfriend.
Get out of here, Karen.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. I really gotta speed things up just in case we die.
So you're taking your time. I get it. I understand. I appreciate that. I took my time. Kind of.
Kind of.
We talked a little. And then I found that dress, and I got a hold of a lot more candles than is reasonable to light up one room.
At the House of Bells?
I knew how to get into certain storerooms.
Ah. You were always good for that, actually. That's true.
No. See, I thought I was good. And then she came into that room and my heart stopped.
That's really
so. You do whatever you need to do with both of them. Either of them?
Let's go with either for now.
Okay. You're looking at me as if I'm disappointed. I'm just...
You sounded a bit disappointed.
You gotta tell Gale. You gotta tell Gale Whispered.
I know. Oresta's on it. But I'll be happy to talk to her too. We're hearthmates. It's important.
Don't be too precious about yourself. No, not like that. Don't be too precious with yourself. You're allowed to enjoy yourself and live a little bit. We don't know if tomorrow's going to be there. Okay? But don't fuck it up. She's a nice girl.
I don't want to.
I'm talking about Oresta. Flavian's dirty.
Really?
You
I mean,
don't already
I know that, but like, what do you know? What can you tell me? Can I?
Did she ever tell you about this thing she calls number 4?
John, I'd like to roll to persuade Siontel to tell me what number 4 is, and I'm being 100% serious. I want to know what it is.
Thank you.
Good.
I relent.
Yeah. Oh, yay! Okay.
Yay!
Ridiculous. That's where she kills you. Oh my god.
No, I can't say that I ever knew about what number. I've never been in the number 4. And she leans in close.
Oh my god.
And she starts describing places where one can be massaged in very particular areas.
Oh boy.
But it becomes clear as she's describing it that it would be physically impossible for someone to massage this area by themselves because it involves different locations and there's only so many hands and feet that one may have, and then it turns into something quite but the way that she describes it, I will be very deliberate by saying this, it is not, oh yeah, just 2 of us come over there and just rock your world. It's like,
It's quite specific, it sounds like, yeah.
no, it's very much a, oh, you think you're the only one who no. Then you've got to pay the fight. Like it ends up being a
Okay.
an experience for 3 as opposed to an experience for 1 that happens to have 2 other people around.
I understand completely. Okay.
I remember she once snuck out of the barracks and never mind. She's
No, and what? What did she do?
snuck out of the barracks once, and she asked if I wanted to go with her, and I chickened out, and it was a regret.
Okay.
Because she is dirty. But she also, she likes you. And she likes her. But you missed the train with me, bucko. I found someone already.
Plenty more fish in the... Yeah.
You don't need plenty of fish. They're right here. They're on this boat.
No, I know. I meant for her. No, it's okay. Don't worry.
Flavian is the person I know who is able to have fun and not worry about it more than anyone else I know. I'm not saying that the 2 of you could learn something from her, but the 2 of you could learn something from her.
All right.
I'm not sorry for tricking you, by the way. Your expression was amazing.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You walked right out, you idiot.
You know this means I'm going to get you back.
No, what it means is that you're a gentleman and that you were polite to them. And that counts.
And then I'm going to get you back.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
I look forward to it.
I know where you sleep.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right next to Gale Whispered.
And she sleeps on top of Soaring Eye. And she
With her
will
eyes
kill
open,
you.
just like,
She hasn't slept in like 3 weeks.
seriously, terrifying.
Anyway, I'll see you later.
Thanks.
If you ever want to spar again, we can.
I will. I'm going to take you up on that.
Maybe you could teach me about reach too. Or is it Brevin who you were teaching about the reach around?
I am going to pull myself up to my full height, which is not as tall as her, and I'm just going to point down the hall. You are.
Oh, is he down there? I'll go get him.
Yeah.
She turns around and just starts going down the hallway.
She's so cool.
Pyres goes back to his bunk and immediately starts thinking of the pranks he can pull on Siontel, while I source them from our community.
Oh, God.
Mostly kidding, but we'll figure
He
it out.
sources them from the people on the deck.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. You
Ah. Wow, wild.
knock at the door.
Nah.
The rest enters.
That's the most Gale.
It's absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Thank you for all the work you've been doing. And I know that this is a point where you shine, and we each have ways in which we are better able to contribute. You know, when it comes to punching people in faces, that's usually me. So I wouldn't doubt that you'd clock someone if they really pissed you off.
I haven't tried it yet.
Fair. You're better off if you actually, like, palm strike instead of use your knuckles. You're less likely to hurt
You
your
don't
wrist.
want to risk breaking a finger now.
Yeah. But this isn't about. I need to talk to you about something, and it's not about your research. It's not about the realm. It's about Pyres and Flavian and myself. And that, there is a love triangle, but we're all kind of into each other.
She starts writing, like, furiously on a piece of paper.
Oresta's just gonna stand there and wait.
It takes about 10 minutes.
Wow.
Okay, well then after a minute, she'll be like, and Santel totally pushed Pyres into my room.
She does not react to that at all.
Wow.
Yeah, she'll basically sit down and just wait because they're on a boat. There's nowhere to go, so the rest will just sit and wait. Pyres are breathing.
So after
Mhm.
Gale's finished, she takes 3 pieces of paper and folds them up, and writes Oresta, Flavienne, and Pyres on them.
Mhm.
I appreciate you telling me. It's important for us to be open with each other.
Yes.
Could you give these to the other 2
When am I to read mine?
whenever you want? I anticipate your prompt response.
I'm gonna open mine right away.
Inside
Yeah.
is a questionnaire.
It's just a stick figure.
Inside is a questionnaire.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Liz.
It
She
includes-
has an entire sheet of paper that I can't tell how much of it has anything to do with this, but it's
More
full.
than you might
Just
think,
this.
guys.
So
Oh my god.
for Oresta specifically, it's
Yeah?
the following. You don't need to worry
Okay.
about writing this down. The
I'll
answer,
just answer
it's
you.
pure flavor.
Yeah.
The first one is,
So delicious.
Oresta, do you still hate Pyres? Yes, no, maybe.
No.
Do any of you want
No, maybe.
I like
I love
maybe.
it.
What is this,
Gale, you are
4th
the-
grade?
Yes.
Do any of you want to change your current position in our battle formations? Yes, no, maybe.
No, unless you think it's tactically advantageous.
Okay. Gale gently encourages you to write down your answers on the piece of paper.
I mean, I will write them down.
She hands you a quill.
Yeah, I'm like, do you have a spare pen?
Would you kill one of the three to get the other to yourself? Yes, no, maybe. Maybe.
Jesus, Gale.
Legitimate question, I have to say. Really fucked up, but
No.
I should ask whether are the questioners identical for each one?
There's one different one for Pyres.
Uh-huh.
Should we also be answering at the same time?
You decide whether or not you think Pyres would answer. You also don't have to answer publicly. This is just, I think Gale truly would do this, but don't feel pressure.
They're omniscient. They get to see everything.
Yeah.
They don't get, not
So
everything.
start from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. This is incredible.
Pyres, would you take a sword wound for Oresta? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's like cross check mark circle shit. Yeah, let's go.
There's confidence in his pen pressure. She analyzes the
It
fuck
goes
out of
through the
response.
parchment.
Do you want to change your current position in our battle formations?
No.
No.
Would you kill one of the three to get the other to yourself?
No.
No. What?
And then
What? No.
there's just a circle, and it says,
What?
please indicate in this pie chart your attraction to each of them. Now that obviously is unreasonable. Gale would do it. Liz.
That's
Doesn't
no. That's
explain
not
it.
unreasonable.
So,
That's
Like
actually-
Gale's seeing it as this is a circle. Show me the part of the pie that is to each of them. Because
Everyone's like, why are we using a pie chart? Why are we not just using a linear scale? I don't understand. Where's the axes on these
Where's
things?
the actual pie?
God. And then at the end it says, thank you for your cooperation, Ladal, Gale Whispered, and Ciantel. But Ciantel is written in Gale's writing because Ciantel had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess
I will be providing you with the answer to my pie chart.
Thank you.
I can give you the answer to the pie chart,
I mean,
Oh,
even though it's a linear scale.
yeah.
you can subdivide the. It's like a percentage thing, right? It's
Yeah, you could be like, okay, 25, and then the other 50 is myself. That's Pyre's answer. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I got roasted. What is this? I got roasted. Must be
Or,
a Sunday.
the other 50 is this really hot guy that was,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
in-
Lance Bass.
Pyres would be all over Lance Bass, and you know it. That is absolutely incredible.
All right, so are we
Big game.
going to reveal these things?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but you have to write down your answer first.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
Can't change that shit.
Okay. So I've got a divider as the radius. And now I have to figure out where the other radius points.
Welcome to RPG Clinic, where it's always, well, for you guys, it'd be more like 1998.
Oh, when we were about 10.
Oh God, it's so
Pie charts. Wait, I just wrote my own name. Damn it.
Oresta.
Yeah, I literally did.
Oh, like you wrote an oh, that's so funny. That you meant inside the pie chart. That's actually really funny.
No, as I put the wrong name down.
Amazing.
Okay.
How do we want to do this?
I'll reveal.
It's assumed that everyone, if they so choose, gives their answers to Gale later. So
Flavian delivers a pie chart that is split exactly down the middle.
nice.
Pyres delivers his paper to you, and there is a big shit-eating grin on his face because he's an immature little man.
He's your cat?
What's
Correct.
what's in the pie chart?
The pie chart is 25. It's 1/4 Flavienne and 3/4 Oresta.
Oh shit!
Rude,
Gale's
hey?
That's
She
not rude.
her face
You
does
were okay
not
to-
change
It's
as
not
she reads
necessarily.
these.
Well, not rude, but
Oresta's is 55. Flavian and 25 Pyres. Maybe because Oresta's gotten
Is this because I didn't sleep with you
experience.
on
Yes,
the first date? Is that
exactly.
what this is
Not-
about?
Or the second date. If you call
Gale
those
is
dates.
ecstatic with the new data. She cannot.
Does she share this data with Santel?
Guys, this is getting wild.
If Ciantel would know that she's been doing these ridiculous questionnaires, if she wants to see it, Gale will show her.
Yeah, I'll see it. They haven't fucked.
Does that affect? Should I have added more questions?
You didn't ask if they fucked.
Do you think that would
The
impact
pie
our
chart
battle
proves it.
formations? I know now that all of them would take bullets for each other, so that's very useful.
I
But
think
I
we'd
also
all
know-
take bullets for each other.
That's good to know. I should have included us in these questions. I should have included us in the
no.
pie chart. Well, what if they don't like us anymore because they now like each other?
Yeah, but there's a difference between like and like.
Oh, written.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
31.
This was a good
Pyres.
distraction. I had fun with this.
I'm glad that you had fun with this. But you realize the answers mean nothing.
What do you mean? This is data.
Okay, the data is perhaps valuable, but the pie charts, that doesn't really mean anything.
Well, it's where their minds are at right now. So if something were to say attack the ship,
No. Because if the ship was attacked, then I'd save whoever I could, not whoever I wanted to save most. And I don't mean that to break your heart or anything. But I think that in terms of the hearth, we got to make sure that we save as many people as we can.
should I make a questionnaire for you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fill out a questionnaire.
Furious writing.
This is what foreplay looks like to Gale Whispered. That's
yeah.
cool. I'm
Yeah.
into it. Big fan.
Is it the same questionnaire?
I don't know. I am going to think of one.
You can
though,
think
so
about
take
that.
your time.
Hey.
However, what we are going to do at this point now, I think that we've all told each other what we needed to tell each other.
Thank you, folks.
Then I'm only going to ask one other question before we move on, which is, in the course of the week of the ship's voyage, do you take any further steps beyond spending time with each other to make sure that you get to know one another and possibly some light smooching?
I don't.
Oresta has left her door open. And if no one comes through it, no one comes through it.
It has been duly noted.
Okay,
Has-
that's fine.
Has Flavienne come through the door?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah,
Yes!
both of you.
Damn.
Like once a day. I'm not kidding.
Oresta
She is.
is happy with this answer.
Ooh, all right. Okay.
It's at different times of day,
Sure.
and if she's ever been, if they're like, no, not right now, she's just like, all right, and then probably goes immediately to the next door.
Pyres was told by Siontel that she could teach them a thing or two about having fun, so he's gonna have fun.
She doesn't bring up the idea of the other person at this time.
It's good.
She is just like, all right, fine, we can have fun. But after a week,
Yep. Incredible.
after a week, the captain hails you and tells you that you are, in fact, shortly off the coast of Arjif. But over here is where he had heard that the heightened sense had been sunk.
Could we drop anchor for a few hours?
It's gonna look suspicious, so cannot stay longer than 3.
3 hours. 3 hours is helpful. Thank you. She throws him some moolah.
Dim sum.
Yeah.
Dumpling.
A collection of dumplings and things like.
I'll give you 3.
It's appreciated. Thank you. She putters over to the rest of her hearth to let them know.
Great.
Are we? I want to explore it.
Great.
Are you?
I will
coming?
be wherever I'm best.
I mean, I think anyone who feels comfortable swimming to the bottom of the ocean should come along. Vivienne, your expertise would be appreciated.
Of course.
I'll go, but I probably won't be able to stay very long. I have other things to do. No, I'm just kidding. I just can't hold my breath that long.
Okay. We are on the lookout for items of value, suspicious artifacts, things
Sure.
that could have been used by them for undermining the house.
Mhm.
Perhaps something they missed that they meant to retrieve.
I want to know what sunk it. It was a storm, right? That's what we heard.
It's under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. So any sort of signs of damage, right, from weapons?
Source
Exactly.
cannon holes versus rock holes versus. Meh.
Monster holes. Then he like gives Oresta a playful shove, and then it's just like, whoa. As he looks around at the other three, just like, oh god, sorry.
Gale's expression does not change.
I did.
I know.
I did not think it would. Let's do it.
Gale is going to jump into the water.
Flavienne will jump in.
Oresta will jump in.
Yeah, I mean,
Sientel is staying up top.
is she?
She's not coming down with you, no.
Okay.
There are two reasons for this. One, the idea of going that far deep into the water scares me to death. Two, someone's got to keep an eye out up top.
I'll be back first, and then we'll keep a lookout. But then I'm gonna jump in because I can't. I can't say no to it. Something like this.
Challenge, yeah.
Yeah, something like this.
I'm committing my moat for this scene. Oh, no.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. We'll
yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Thanks, Ellie Spot.
So now I'm able to, take normal movement actions while submerged. Kind of cool.
What are your relative athletics?
4?
3.
Okay, so all of you can maneuver decently underwater. Flavienne is better than the two of you. In fact, she is about equal to Gale Whispered, in that they seem to be able to move quite freely underwater, buoyed by their charms.
I would also like to commit a moat for all-encompassing earth sense. Actually, I have to figure out whether that requires earth. So hold that thought. Yeah, but maybe.
'Cause maybe you have to get down there to like touch the ground
yeah,
or
which
whatever.
point it's not as useful.
If it's on the seabed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pyre doesn't have any, ability to observe things or whatever. But I think what I'd like to sort
Same
of
surface.
Yeah, but if you manage to make it down to the ship itself and then
Okay.
stand on its,
Yeah.
you would be
right.
able to.
Okay, so I'm gonna commit the moat for the scene.
I'm going to focus my observation on like environmental hazards. Is it possible that this ship ran aground? Is there anything sort of unusual on the seabed other than the wrecked ship? If it's even here, frankly.
So here's what I'm going to ask
Yeah.
for each of you. What are you interested in examining? You are trying to examine for environmental reasons that surround the ship.
Yeah.
Oresta. You know what? I'm actually going to ask Gale Whispered first. This was her idea. Gale Whispered.
I'm looking for Excelsi and Solar Exalted presence. Any evidence of that?
Okay.
I guess I'm going for the ship's logs. I'm trying to find anything that's documentation related. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'm headed to like what would be the captain's quarters or similar rooms within the ship.
Very well. So, what I'm going to ask you to roll at this point is going to be Fortitude Navigate. You will have a bit of a less easy time, but you have quite a bit of physique. You can hold your breath for a considerable period of time. What's your physique?
2.
And Gale Whispered, you are
1.
wrapping air around.
Yeah, so I was hoping to use the fact that I'm an air aspect to maneuver like a pocket of air that can kind of follow me around that I can dip into. It doesn't make me buoyant, doesn't force me to go back up to the surface, but
If anything else contacts this, it goes away.
'Kay.
And you'll be forced to surface.
Okay.
Okay, so for you, this will be Fortitude Navigate. For you, this is going to be... Because you don't have Navigate, do you?
I have 2 dots.
For you, I'm actually going to say that this is going to be... actually,
It's fair.
I think I prefer... For you... It's gonna It's gonna be
May. Just thinking that.
Awareness, maybe?
It's gonna be awareness. It's going to be fortitude awareness for you.
Okay.
And then for Gale Whispered, this is going to be fortitude awareness as well.
Okay.
Your difficulty is going to be 3.
Okay.
Your difficulty is going to be 5. Your difficulty is going to be 4.
Cool.
Stunton?
Did we all kind of
You
describe what we're
already
looking
all-
at?
Did that.
This is why you buy an awareness excellency. Future Liz, don't forget. Okay.
I got one of those.
Botch.
Woof.
So this isn't the worst roll I've ever seen, but it's all 4s and less.
Excellent.
Never seen that
I
before.
will tell you what your result is
I'm
soon.
ready.
4 successes, so
Only 2.
neat.
Oh!
This is fine.
Yeah.
These are extended rolls,
Okay.
Ah!
except you botched.
Oh, God.
Pyres starts hearing the Sonic music playing.
Get to the surface. Bump, 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 bump.
I will say that Sonic did drowning so iconically.
Yeah. Horrible. It's great. Hey, thanks, Kung Fu Fenris.
Thank you.
So kind.
I don't know how.
You
Yarp.
discover what you think sunk the ship. There are scorch marks surrounding not the outside, but the inside of the hull. Someone was using what you assume to be a flame wand to burn out the ship and cause it to sink.
So we know who
You
used a
say.
flame wand, yeah.
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
You do find the logbook. This is quite a significant find, as the last logbook that you had of the heightened sense was the copy that was included
Yeah.
in
That's right.
Argif. That did not include its final log.
Yeah.
You now have it, but it's going to involve a certain amount of care. This is a logbook that has been sunk,
Yeah.
so it may not be wise for you to open it while you're underwater.
No, I would try to find like a smaller chest or box or crate or something that I could put it inside, or if there are like bed linens, I'd try to wrap it carefully and then surface with it.
Okay. The two of you successfully find what you're looking for. However, it is going to take you a significant amount of time, and therefore you will have to surface.
Surface we are.
In searching through the heightened sense, you definitely get the impression that this was a ship used for smuggling. There are compartments which have been broken open, and because the ship no longer has a structural integrity, it's been sunk for quite some time, things have broken apart. Things that should have been hidden are no longer. And after these two leave, you see Flavienne swim down, and she lifts up what looks to be a very, very large wrapped. It's wrapped in what looks like wax paper that has somehow managed to survive all this time. It looks heavy, and she's holding it like this, but you can see poking through one of the bits of wax, there's a very, very shiny bit of metal that you recognize as a magical material, but down here it's dark. It isn't necessarily clear what it is.
Is it going to take both of us to carry it back up to the surface?
No, she's lifting it. She goes and she swims up.
Okay. So I am going to try to find. I feel like we spoke to Juin or somebody who described their passage over here. Like Juin was sort of like she was stowed away on the ship, right? Like she wasn't on the ship as a passenger.
She was.
She was. Okay.
Nobody knew that she was a solar exalted.
Right. Okay, that's what it was. I guess then what I'm doing is I'm trying to find the captain's quarters, because there might be correspondence from SLC. maybe there's like some kind of waterproof compartment in there to keep letters safe. So that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. You do find the captain's compartment. Your air bubble has since, maybe it's been 1/3 depleted at this point. But the door is there and it's kind of rotting and it's hanging off its hinges. You're not so deep that light doesn't reach down here. After all, they could swim down and swim back up without too much trouble. But the door is hanging, and you notice that it looks like it's been recently disturbed. Because there aren't as much algae and coral hanging off this part of the ship.
Do I see Flaviana on her way back?
No, she's still surfacing.
All right, I'm going to go in.
You enter into the captain's quarters, and in there, you see that there are 3 on a desk. There are 3 strips that are inlaid into the wood itself. They're orichalcum, similar to what you saw before. They're built directly into the table.
Wow.
What? Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to them and see if it looks like they're in a specific way because they're a part of the desk, like they're a part of just the design to show off like this kind of forbidden wealth, or if they're maybe part of a hidden compartment or something that
when you approach the table and you put your hands on it, it resonates with power.
Shit.
The table itself.
Okay. Is it attached to the wall? Like, is it bolted?
It's bolted to the floor.
It's bolted to the floor. Okay. Does it have? Can the tabletop be lifted? Are there drawers?
It's just a tabletop. Now, whatever was on the tabletop may no longer be there because it's been so long. It could have rotted away. It could have been cloth that, disintegrated over the decade that this ship has been down here.
Okay.
Well, not decade, but...
I'm going to use Truth Rendering Gaze. So I spend 1 mote. I may automatically divine the purpose and function of a mundane object, but for artifacts and other magical objects and technologies, make a force sagacity roll against a diff 5 to be able to divine the purpose and function of an object.
Okay.
Success may reveal details like the name of an artifact, its history, and previous wielders or momentous events.
Momentous. That's good.
And then it says, if applicable, add their essence and dice to a single relevant craft, navigate, or war roll based on information gleaned from the charm.
Sounds like a pretty good charm.
It's pretty cool. So my anima's up.
You have already stunted, so you may make your roll.
So cool.
Siantel, by the way, in standing up, will take your bundle when you make it to the surface, and then looks down at you as you come up.
Looks like he was maybe attacked from the inside. That's what brought it down. Doesn't make any sense.
What brought it down?
Flame wand, I think. You know what that means.
Why would he sink his own ship?
If there was someone on it who wasn't supposed to be there. I'm like treading water, like shouting up to her.
Just made it.
Ooh,
Nice roll.
that's really
well,
good.
I used my excellency and I
I
used all my tools
I
at
would
my
love to
disposal.
give you the information.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's,
I would adore
Yeah.
to tell you about this table.
Yeah.
But instead, I have to tell you about the tentacle that wraps around Gale Whispered's ankle.
Oh, no! I'm going down, folks.
Roll initiative.
Remember my questionnaires.
Remember me through my question.
Your initiative is going to be finesse and athletics.
Ooh, boy.
You will suffer no
my
penalties for
God.
being underwater.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's kind. Can you stunt join battle?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So I instinctively grab the table and use it to turn myself around to try to get a better vantage point and advantage over whatever just grabbed me.
Okay.
Woof. Okay.
Am I going to die?
Thank you, Kung Fu Fenris. Ooh. 3 successes. 0. You start though. That's good.
Okay.
That's true. You do
That's
indeed
good news.
start. So we are
Oh,
going in.
fuck.
I will take care of your sets.
Thank you. I have spent 3 motes.
3 modes.
Yeah.
Very well.
It's weird. -1 moat. Like what? Odd. Hey.
Yeah, so she should be at
4.
yeah.
I guess, right?
Well, also, you're not fighting Seven Fingers and Flavian.
Oh.
I checked.
Or am I? I'm not.
It was me all along. Le Dal Flavian. That would be a pretty cool twist.
Okay, I actually don't know if I have the ability to change your modes.
Yeah, I'll tidy it from here.
Yay.
Okay.
Thanks, Kate. Yeah, we're not in combat yet.
At least at the moment, yeah.
Very well. It is your
That
action
case.
first. All you see is a tentacle. It has burst down from the below the cabin's deck. It has tried to wrap around your ankle, and you have managed to pull your ankle away, and you have succeeded in doing so. But now there is one tentacle that's through, and it's definitely trying to grab at you.
Okay.
Well, there was a botch, Kung Fu Fenris. I'm not going to leave nothing.
Of course.
So I am going to use my air bubble to summon Soaring Eye
Okay.
because I had banished it using air the last time. So now, yup.
I don't like this.
I don't like it
I'm
either.
sorry. I am good. I just mean that's
So I'm
scary.
spending a mote to summon it.
That's really scary.
Very well.
Ooh.
But I believe if you summon it from air, then you get,
I get a power boost equal to my essence.
which is 2.
We lost John's sound.
Hmm.
No, your
Plus
pack
speed.
may have gone.
Check 1.
I see you flashing over there, so yeah.
I think
weird.
your pack has probably lost battery power.
Oh no, how sad. I guess I live. God.
I'm going to try plugging it in, and we'll have to see if the sound is
Come
Yeah.
on, Liz, pre-plan.
affected.
Pre-plan, quick. Excellent. Working now is the
Yeah.
thing.
But can we hear anything like horrific?
Is there a high pitched tone or anything?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear anything unusual, please. And thanks. A kraken.
Sounds normal.
Oh,
All right.
great.
You have summoned. That was your action for this turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use? Oh no, I'm because it's wrapped around my ankle. I can't use a reflexive move action.
Oh no, you can. Because you won initiative, it didn't actually grab you.
Okay, so I would like to as I wrench my ankle free, use my reflexive move to like push myself off from the table and back to a far wall.
Okay, that's fine. Then 3 other tentacles burst out from underneath, and they're all going to attempt to grab you.
Yep.
But this is a withering attack. It doesn't
Okay.
have the power for a gambit just yet. What is your defense? You've already stunted your defense, by the way, for this. by
Okay.
Trying to push yourself away.
And that adds 1, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Fuck it, I'm burning it.
What?
Oh, am I burning through it?
Do you have a charm?
I do. I don't like this idea of like burning my motes though.
You get one back every round.
Yeah, fuck it, okay. So I'm using Flickering Shadow Evasion. I'm spending 2 motes.
Whoa.
So on step 4, when I'm applying my defense, I roll my choice of attribute and athletics and add my successes to my defense against the attack.
Excellent.
So the defense will be whatever, it's like 4 or 5
Yeah,
plus something.
it'll be something
Basically. It's a
else.
lot.
Okay.
That's good. That's really good, actually.
Yeah.
That's really strong.
That is very, very good.
2 motes.
I mean, it's expensive.
What is your defense normally?
It's normally 4, then I stunted to 5.
Okay. I rolled 5 successes.
Okay.
So you can roll 2. If you get any successes, then you're good.
Great.
Gucci. Get in there. Gale Whispered.
That's 5 successes.
Hey.
You managed to pull yourself away.
Perfect defense.
Okay. Okay.
It's round. At this point, this is when you can choose. You don't necessarily know this is happening if you want to go back under water. You found what you came for, both of you.
Yeah, but if we were not out of time, I would probably keep going down.
You're definitely not out of time. You have 3 hours.
Yeah,
You've been down there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'd keep looking for stuff.
Okay, you are currently on your way down.
I am going to wait the equivalent of 1 more round. I'm waiting for Flivian just to see where she's at.
Okay.
When she's bringing something up, right?
She's bringing something up.
Actually, can I assist her with that? Can I assist?
Yeah, you can.
Great, good.
All right.
I reach out and touch
Gale
her.
Whispered.
Oh, you've already updated my thing. Never mind.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. I would like to... Would you say that we're in short range or close range?
You're in close range. There's enough tentacles close to you that you're in close range.
Okay. Is each tentacle counted as a separate target?
No.
Okay.
It's all one creature.
Okay.
Oh, spoilers. I am kidding.
It's just 2 very small cracks.
Yes.
Just like,
Me.
hey, you go there and I'll go there. They'll never
They'll think it's one big one.
Yeah.
Then I would
only
like
have 4
to hop up onto the wall, so that I can get a better vantage point of the ceiling where they're emerging from, and throw Soaring Eye through the water, aiming to sever the closest tentacle to me, where it's first emerging.
Okay. Is this a withering or decisive?
Sorry, it's a withering attack.
Okay.
Withering and decisive kind of reminds me of, at a restaurant where you give your whole order and then they're like, was it for here to go? Because that was the first answer that they needed.
Yeah.
This is what it reminds me of every time. Like, yeah, but was it withering or decisive?
Yeah.
It's a withering attack.
Like the first button
Their
that they have to press.
Their defense is 3.
Okay. So good.
That's very funny.
All right. Finesse, I guess, or force?
I would say finesse here. You've done some tricksy doodling by the enemy's gate is up. It's an Ender's Game reference. Never mind.
Okay. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, John.
It's fine. It's a good book. The author's a piece of shit. Oh,
Straight up.
Oh yeah, and the accuracy is added to my attack.
he rewrote Hamlet in order to try and show that the gay is the reason that everything is horrible in the world.
Well, I know what I'm reading later to get mad. It's extra successes, not extra dice. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. So
Yeah, your accuracy is added as successes.
In case it isn't clear, no.
Yeah, fair.
thank you. It's only 4.
That's
Oh no, that hits.
Yeah, that
I
hits.
thought it was 5. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Great.
so you get 1 power, right? So you succeeded by
I only
no, you had defensive 3.
Defensive 3.
That's good.
fabulous.
How much power does she? Sorry.
1, from my understanding.
3.
Withering
what's her
successes
overwhelming?
increases
What's
power.
your overwhelming
that's
your
fair.
weapon? Yeah.
3.
All right, so you gain 3 power.
Fucking 3 power. Let's go.
Hooray.
Okay. The tentacles, after one of them actually does end up getting cut.
Okay.
I mean, we're dramatic license.
Sure.
The tentacle ends up getting cut, and you hear a shriek, and then the rest of them, instead of wrapping around you, start to wrap around the table.
New. My knowledge.
My artifact.
My fancy shirt.
Double. Yeah, my fancy shirt. I'll let it count.
And it's going to essentially, I'm rolling it as an attack against the table. Okay.
I'm hoping it detaches it from the
It's going to gain 3 power as it's going to attempt to drag the table underneath. to pull it through.
Shit.
But it's so you see that the bolts underneath the table are straining. The wood that is holding up the sides of the table are not moving at all.
Damn.
So like it's the table itself is absolutely completely solid even under the strength of this attack. The ground underneath it is straining. The bolts are straining. So it is looking to pull the table underneath.
Ooh,
Round.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna aim for a second tentacle. Grabbing on or moving to grab onto the table. No, I'm gonna aim an attack.
Okay.
Yes.
Jesus.
The defense is still 3. I'm going to take a break from you for a second.
Yep.
Once it breaches the surface, this thing's heavy.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
weighs about 15 pounds to
like-
you,
Right.
possibly more,
Okay.
because you're being carried. It's being carried by 2 people.
Right.
And Flavienne starts calling for like ship's hands, and Siantel lowers rope, and they start lashing them around and pulling them up with pulleys. Oresta's nowhere to be seen. She's gone back down.
Yeah. What do you think? Should we go back down there?
I don't see why we have to go anywhere. Except down.
Oh.
We could go down together.
Yeah, we could do that. Not now, Pyres. Yeah, I'll
She doesn't know that like someone is.
Oh no, why would you? Yeah, I'm gonna sploosh down as well.
Yeah, sploosh.
Sploosh.
Sploosh. She's actually gonna go at your pace.
Oh, that's so
being polite.
that's so kind.
Yep.
And
But
also
that means you're
terrible
ahead.
for Gale.
That's 6 on my withering.
Okay, so gain 4 power.
All right.
These gang beasts.
They're going to attempt a
What was that?
decisive attack on the table.
Oh no.
These
The table.
tentacles-
The Dacles. Tentacles.
Or I botched the roll.
Oh.
They pull, and then the tentacles snap off the table and just like float temporarily.
Oh, no.
Not like as if they're shocked that it could not break whatever this thing is. In the deepest part of your mind that is always working, Gale Whispered, it's very possible that whatever this table is, which you felt was quite powerful as you laid your hands on it, may be enough to attract creatures that don't have any idea what it's for other than it's powerful and I need it.
I relate to that strongly.
I imagine you do. Round.
It whispered the sea monster. Let's go.
I don't know what it is, but I need it.
It's possible, Emanator, honestly.
I would like to do a decisive attack on the sea monster.
Okay. Where do you think the sea monster is?
If the tentacles came from above, then I'm gonna position myself under the hole,
Sorry, I just realized
fire up.
it's above.
Okay, just like right through the ground.
You're
Of the-
meteor strike.
Yeah, because they came from above, so I go under the hole and up.
Yep. Okay. By all means, go ahead.
Cool.
Decisive.
All right, so I'm gonna spend.
What's
What's
your physique, by the way?
my physique is 1,
Okay, and your fortitude?
3.
Okay.
Um,
This will be your last round of action before I will start causing you penalties for
Okay.
needing breath.
what's the sea monster's hardness?
Definitely not 9, so you're okay.
I just have to decide how much I want to spend.
Yeah, you need to know how much to spend to overcome their hardness.
Oh, the sea monster's hardness is 3.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You can spend 9. if
I'm
you
gonna
want.
spend all 9 of my
Yeah, there you go,
hardness.
Your power.
Also, yeah, of my power. And then
Something,
power
something.
spend. Okay, so, all right, great. It's the same old attack. Right?
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Its defense is still 3.
Oh, you can do it. Yeah, Gale.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a few.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So that means that your bonus successes are 5. So you are going to roll your decisive damage, which is the power spent, which was 9, plus your remaining successes, which is 5, plus any bonuses, penalties, or charms that you may have used.
Like, for example, damage that you have from your weapon.
1.
That's a success.
It's an automatic.
Right.
Wild. I
Write it
know.
down.
It's,
I'm
it's
never
wild
gonna
that it's
remember
not
this.
dice. Yeah.
I'm never gonna remember
It's
that.
incredible. Yeah.
However, the soak,
Yes.
that's
yes.
from successes, so go ahead.
Yeah, soak is really quite strong in this.
Yeah, it really is.
You have to do all your rolling.
Remember that
in
one
and
time
soak.
someone rolled a bunch on you and you're like, bonk.
Yep. Well, I can read
7.
my soak to now.
Okay. You soaring.
8. Sorry.
Cool.
Yeah.
Soaring Eye bursts through the rotted wood of this hull, and you can hear in the water it slice with a metallic shing and thunk as it hits whatever's underneath, and you can hear this gnashing and snarl, and then another huge crash as from underneath it bursts through the ship's hull and starts to swim away, no longer attracted to its prize, taking Soaring Eye with it. But that'll come back.
It'll eventually come back to me.
That was really scary. For
However, now the table is no longer on solid ground and is starting to sink further and further down.
I'm gonna go to it and like
You are out of air.
try to swim up with it.
Okay, you see
I
now
would
at this point
assume that
a
the sound travels well through water.
Yeah.
I would have heard all that.
now you see a large tentacled monster bursting its way through the hull and swimming away.
Double time.
On this, Flavienne sees this, and then she gets behind Pyres and just starts pushing him.
Oh, she gets behind.
I feel like
there.
my face is doing one of the, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting like
Just pushing you right from the butt.
nice.
Gluteus
Pyres will remember that.
maximus.
Gluteus maximus. Yeah, I mean, my intention, I don't know what's going on down there, but once I see her struggling with a big orichalcum table,
Her air pocket is gone, by the way.
that's not good. My intention when I get there is going to be to try to heat the bolts connecting the table to the thing so that they will loosen enough to release the table.
Table's very heavy.
That's fair.
Gale Whispered is slowing its descent, but she is not able to bring it up on her own.
As soon as I get to it, I'm going to start helping it, but I'm also going to point to her to go up.
She's like, totally what? Unless Oresta can.
I will
show
ask
that
you to
she
roll
won't
your
yet.
Fortitude Physique, please.
Yep.
Oh my god, I swear.
Your first roll has a difficulty of 3.
All right.
Oh.
That's 2.
There's an involuntary burst of air from Gale Whispered's mouth as the body attempts to breathe. You are out of air.
Oresta is going to wrench Gale off of the thing and, like, push her upwards.
All right. At
Like,
this,
even if that hurts Gale's arm, she doesn't care. Get up there.
Gale's mind is no match for her instincts to stay alive. So she's, despite wanting to stay down,
No, it's
her
fair.
body's gonna start
I mean,
carrying
you
her
can-
towards the
You
surface.
can catch up to her at this point. Flavienne grabs a hold of Gale Whispered, like leaving Pyres to keep going down, wraps Gale Whispered into her arms, and then just breathes into her mouth. But she's still swimming up.
That's hot.
Right, so that's connected the whole hearth.
Well,
We've
there it
all
is.
touched lips.
Yep.
As soon as Gale gets a bit of air, she is going to try to start to swim back down, but I'm sure that doesn't.
Okay, so let's
Absolutely
see how this goes. Roll your Force Athletics, please.
Okie
You
dokie.
have I'm going to give you a penalty of 3 because you still don't quite have a lot of oxygen in your body. So lose 3 dice.
All right. This is 5 successes.
What?
Thank you.
Okay, so you slip free. I rolled 4.
I got the air.
So you slip free. You have, you don't quite have a deep breath,
Yep.
but you're on your way down.
Okay.
Wild.
Siantel hasn't kissed Flavian.
No, but
She regrets not having done it though.
yeah.
There's only a degree of separation of 1 between them now.
Yeah, because there's like a chain that can be followed now.
Flavian is the Kevin Bacon. Of
They've all swapped
That's.
saliva.
I actually, yeah.
you know what?
It's all right. What is bacon?
And why does that sound so delicious?
It's so good.
How many days do we have until the next bacon?
That's good for
You are now underneath the table. Pyres,
Mm.
it's not hard for you to melt.
That's the game plan.
Yeah, basically to destroy the bolts holding the table down, and who's now
I'm gonna
free.
throw out a quick
Oh,
this
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
I'm okay with playing the Gale is continuing to like swim down even though she's running out of air, but I understand the drowning is like a very
Mm.
like
Yeah.
freaky subject to be exploring, so I just want to check if everybody's can
Thank
we have
you.
can we have a
Yes.
check-in on that?
Yeah, like I
let's
think
check
that so
in.
far we haven't been going too much into the specifics, and I think that if it gets to get all,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm also gonna
yeah, like
make
it'll be
sure
like,
it doesn't
okay.
I won't let
either.
you drown. I mean, I'm this on what you're doing,
Yeah,
but I'm reassuring you
Yeah.
will not drown.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
Good to
yeah,
hear.
it's like
At worst, you'll pass out, and Flavian's going to drag your ass to the surface.
we're all underwater with
If
you.
if
Yeah.
the description ever becomes too
Oh,
much,
that's-
like
yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
let
thank
us
you.
know.
Thank you.
Of course.
We're getting better about using safety tools. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
That was me.
So you're under the table. It's heavy. It is underwater for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be difficult. So I'm going to actually have you roll.
Mhm.
I'm going to have you roll your power. So your force.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
be your force and your force and physique, I think, actually.
That sounds right.
I don't have a specialty in physique.
I'd like to assist. I mean, I am assisting actively. Like, but if the goal is to bring it to the surface,
Yeah, this
think
is
that
to
would
see
be
if she
fine.
can actually start lifting it on her own.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
While after
Yeah,
you've
I'll
popped
just,
the
I'll just
bolt.
roll this.
After that, we'll see
What's
if-
my target difficulty?
Your difficulty to lift this table
Yeah.
from underwater
Yeah.
is going to be to actually lift the table itself is 4.
Okay.
I'm assigning you a 3-die penalty as you are underwater,
Mhm.
and now you may roll.
So Oresta's going to reach out with her feet to try to brace herself against whatever part of the ground the boards haven't been destroyed by the Kraken to try to get additional leverage.
That'll give you your stunt.
Get in there. Get it. Yes. Get it, Oresta.
Success.
1 success. So you are also managing to keep the table from sinking further, but you are not making progress on the ascent.
I would like to assist in this regard. Yeah.
As soon as I get there, I want to help.
I'll ask for the both of you to roll your force and physiques. However, Pyres, you will also be subject to a 3-die penalty as you are underwater.
There.
You are not.
Yay.
I would like to. I'm trying to do. No, I'm just trying to do something similar to
Your 1 success is going to continue to. We need 4 in total.
Mm.
You are still doing that.
Yeah, I think I want to brace myself. I think I'm matching Oresta's like pose.
Brace yourself off, Oresta. Just kick off her.
Sure.
I mean, off her thighs. Is that weird?
Oh my god.
Oh my. Yeah, so I'll brace myself on the ground and on Oresta.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing.
If soaring eye is flying back to me at this exact moment, I want
Slices through.
to use the momentum as I catch it to propel myself forward
I
the
don't
rest
think
of
it's
the
like
way
Mjolnir.
and like
Cool.
That is
grab the
pretty
table
awesome.
as I go with a little extra oomph.
That's fair.
That is
Go for
kind
it.
of awesome.
It is Mjolnir. Let me have this.
Yeah.
Let me have this.
Oh my god.
Good.
And you got your stunts.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
6.
and 3. Here,
Oh.
you want this table?
I do.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
With all of your combined efforts, the table does start to rise.
like the things coming back to you. You're like,
And as it rises, I will remind you of two things. One, this is quite a large table. It will involve a certain amount of effort to lift it onto the ship. Two, it is very clear that this table is inlaid with a metal that you are not supposed to be in possession of. Now, you are salvaging, so it's not like you are committing a crime right now, and the ship isn't affiliated with like a government authority. But I'm giving you the option now, if you wish, to attempt to conceal the nature of this table.
I look at Pyres.
I rip off my swimming shirt, which is made of a very light material, but dark material, and I.
A very light but very dark material.
That's very like, fuck off. Like, that's actually very funny. Light and flowy. I just want to be a
Lightweight,
mermaid.
dark
A
color.
merman. Dad, a merman. I rip this off and also some of my pant and put it over top of the.
So the three strips are not like huge. They can be
Okay.
covered by your shirt.
This is the stupidest shit. He only wears shirts to take them off. What have I done?
He's
To be fair, whenever I go swimming, if it's outdoors, I wear a
sure.
Yeah.
shirt because I am pale as fuck,
Yeah, the burning. eh?
and I burn like a piece of paper being held over a gas fire.
Safety shipping story.
Nice.
So I wear a rash guard, like
Yeah.
what
In that order?
surfers wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Are we
the table
consulting on
breaches,
this-
all
this
of you
episode?
breach,
Yeah. Super fair.
and you are now in possession of one really big table.
And a bunch of other stuff.
So to give you an idea, the table is about the size of the table that you have before you, except doubled.
Whoa. Like this way, yeah.
So 7 feet by
Oh my
like.
god, it's a
4
lot
feet.
bigger than I thought it
What,
was.
you think it was a little table?
I thought it was like a dense.
thought it was a
like,
writing desk.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Well, I have questions about it, but I'm not going to ask them.
I'm gonna
until we
need the
get it back on
captain's
board
room
and
after
stuff.
all.
Captain, you're literally about an hour off the coast of Arjef.
Quickly, could Flavienne get it to shore without?
There's no way she's strong enough to move this table.
they can tow it though, or they can just lift.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering if there was a way to.
It took all three of you to get this table to the surface.
Yeah.
It is heavier than water. It will sink.
Fair.
Yeah.
She can't just like swim the equivalent of a ship's hour with this table on her
A
own.
very talented.
I'm going to need some carbs after this.
Look, I'm going to really need the baguette to beat you over the head when I'm done. But
It's a bread-related euphemism here.
as the table, so you're hauling the table up onto the ship.
Yeah.
The captain is like, "What? It's the biggest ship I've ever seen." Not ship.
Table.
And what was it doing on the heightened sense? That's what we need to know.
I'll have to report this to Arjef.
Of course, it wouldn't be right to keep this a secret.
Well, no.
No, I mean we could arrange for things to be. We'll arrange for the paperwork and we'll arrange for the payment for the
Okay, so
trouble.
hold on. You're saying this. She's literally offering a bribe at the same time.
That's okay. She's basically, and we'll arrange
take care
for
of this.
payment
All right.
of the trouble for bringing such heavy things on board without notice.
Understand. And he just walks away from the wax paper wrapped thing and the table.
There's a lot, and a logbook, and all
And the
sorts of crap
The logbook he doesn't
tentacles
care
that I
about.
brought up
Yeah.
with me as well.
that they're hanging off you.
Just a few.
Calamari.
New keychains. Oh God.
Who wants a ride? Beep beep. Gross. Beep beep beep. Well,
You're getting for Christmas now.
well, I look at Gale. What the hell was that down there? Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you for coming to my assistance.
We're not gonna let you. We're not gonna let anything happen to you.
It's appreciated. this.
We'll
Me.
discuss in an hour.
Yep.
But if there's something specific we need to know within this hour.
No.
Okay.
You don't think we're gonna be able to hide this?
I mean, people.
We're gonna need some sort of caravan. I mean, we have horses. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we have a bunch of horses. We can figure something out. We'll get a cart for the horses to pull.
Absolutely incredible.
We'll get a wagon.
Yeah.
Hitch them up and make this work with
I
a
mean,
giant table.
with all due respect, without saying, we need to know what this is. Maybe we don't want to keep it.
Gale kind of thinks of her bag and all the things that Pyres said we didn't want to keep.
This isn't
that
gonna
she
fit in
still
your
has.
bag.
Oh no.
I'm reaching out to touch the table. But I'll wait.
What use are things? What use are things? Tables, weapons, vials of blood. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's an idea. The Scarlet Empress managed to conquer the Imperial Manse. Some say through martial skill. Some say through control of sorcerous arts. And those who decide to create the legends say that it was sheer force of will. The reality is that it's an idea. The idea that one can go out and accomplish. Perhaps that's enough. It doesn't matter beyond an idea what is going to happen to you. Someone's waiting. Sitting in a room now surrounded by the remnants of every weapon that dared to cross her. Surrounded by the shattered dreams of the scavengers and the questioning eyes of those who are seeking answers. They did not survive. For their ideas were not the ideas they needed to have. Someone is on their way with an idea that she can work with. An idea that she can latch on to. A scion needs something to hold on to. In 2 weeks, we'll find out if you have that.
Ooh.
But I think we'll end the session here.
Outro?
Damn.
What?
I know.
Sorry.
We're getting all sorts of morale
Insights, yeah, it's good.
teasers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do have a question, John. Is Ciantel angry at Gale for?
She has no idea what happened.
Oh, great.
Yet. And she never will. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure we'll tell
We're
her.
going to tell on her.
She never.
I'm going to tell her.
Ciantel.
Snitches.
No, sorry, we're mad at Ciantel. And so for some reason that means we're just going to tell on Gale to Ciantel.
I would look. I know the old adage about snitches. I know.
Snitches get questionnaires
Yes.
that you'll be uncomfortable to answer.
Oh, I was very comfortable to answer that. Absolutely incredible.
Amazing. That's fine. Well, then remember
What?
for next time. I'd love to play that if you get revenge by snitching.
No. My revenge is going to be a prank of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure what.
Well, if you snitch, just remember.
I will 100% be snitching on you. Yeah.
It's fine.
You almost died for this fucking thing that we can't even keep. It's
We'll
just
be
great.
happy eventually.
No, I'm not mad. It's great. Okay. Hello. Fancy corner.
I'm compelled to ask, Elizabeth, what you may have learned this session.
Gale learned that Pyres and Oresta and Flavienne are seeing where things go, and because relationships in general are new to her, she immediately went to, okay, well, how is this going to affect the dynamic, and how is this going to affect our combat, and she just wanted to figure out that. Do I need to change the battle strategies that I give them and stuff.
I'll remind you, you have one questionnaire yet to create.
I have written the questions.
We'll go through them at the end of this.
Cool.
Perfecto.
Learning a lot about where Oresta feels in terms of relationships and sexual activity with her hearthmates. Yeah, another like session of discoveries about all of that.
Scott.
I learned that Pyres has found something in Oresta that he wants to try, like a new kind of relationship. The kind where they don't go into the woods and have sex, and that's it, or whatever. You know, etc.
The old swoods.
Swoods.
Sexy woods.
Sexy woods, right, of course. But I also learned that I'm not sure if that's doing it for him. But just like that's what he's found right now, and that's what he wants to do. But it's not 100% sure if that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure out where
green
this
card.
goes.
Oh, God, where's my green card? Ta-da. Yeah, we will.
And a play that you'd like to highlight, Elizabeth.
Their okay, first of all, the way you navigated the fact that Pyres walked in on Oresta and Flivia, and so that it's also a bit of a storyteller shout out.
It's not about
But I'm
me
just
right now.
I'm not gonna say that. But I just thought that whole moment was uncomfortable for the characters and the PCs, but the players were all in complete control of the events, so that was great. And then the conversation that followed was Kung Fu Fenner said it a few times, just very like adult and lovely to wits. So that is to both of you, but I guess specifically to Kate, because you were the one in charge of how that started.
Cool.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
I was the one in charge of finishing.
I want to highlight that Pyres is trying something new. Like, I know that's kind of what you said, but like, I feel like part of his journey is getting to revealing that he cares about things like dance, which is what came out last session, and now it's that he wants to try like having the conversation. Like I love that you're continuing to explore Pyres' other facets rather than just being like a great swordsman and really brash and good at talking to people and hot, which are also all great qualities.
All very much his primary
yeah,
qualities.
right? But like, it's nice that we're peeling away those layers and finding, yeah.
Well, that's that's part of a bigger conversation. I'm not going to have it right now. How can I not comment on making questionnaires for us to fill out? I mean, it's the perfect for me. It's the perfect moment of like this in-game moment has become something meta out of game that is actually really fun to interact with. I love it when we get like notes from you.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously I feel very Valentine's Day about it. It's wonderful. But like just in general, when there's stuff to interact with, but not in
I love you. Do you love me? Yes, no.
Yes, no, maybe. Choo.
Yes,
You mean,
definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. Bam.
Mabel.
Nailed it. As opposed to like,
Grappling hook.
I mean, yeah, there are examples of that where I think sometimes people go overboard with something that doesn't have, and it doesn't resonate in game. So out of game, you're just like, oh, well, now I have homework or whatever. Whereas this was the perfect marriage of that, and it made me very happy. So thank you.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm like, ooh, questions.
Oh, pie chart.
It's wonderful.
Experience for all of you.
Oh.
Well, experience.
Our aspects get experience for being stupid. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I'm sorry. I should probably get some for that too.
I'm actually going to give one exalt to Gale Whispered.
Ah.
This was specifically for Gale Whispered. She is a dragon blood. Last time I checked.
Secret lunar.
And for air aspects, at the end of each session, an air aspect gains an exalt milestone if they took an action towards furthering a long-term goal, which you have. You'll find out more about that soon.
It's very exciting.
But specifically going to the heightened sense and recovering it was, I feel, prompted by you. And you have recovered several things that will assist moving forward. So you will get an exalt milestone for that. I'm going to grant a personal milestone for both Pyres and Oresta. This is, I think, important to look at in terms of where are you going with your characters and what is it that you actually want. The idea of I'm going to try something is very cool. The idea of I'm going to try something and maybe it's not what I want, or maybe I'm realizing what I actually want, even though I'm trying something else, is I think a great idea for characters. I don't think it necessarily means that like, well, this is an experiment that's over and but it might mean that we figure out exactly what you're looking for. And I think that's a very cool moment. So 2 personal, 1 exalt for today.
Cool.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I don't think that ticks you over into anything just yet, but
That's okay.
that's what you got.
Got some loot too, so I feel like a winner today.
We'll see what that loot is.
It disintegrates to the touch. All of it just like falls apart.
Yeah.
Like tears in rain.
Okay, but now to highlight, Santel's interference was amazing.
It's bullshit, and we loved it.
Yeah.
No, it was a way I felt strongly like I was. It was a way to engage me into engaging these guys and getting us all in the same room and having the conversation. That is going to happen, but when, right? Like when is that ball going to get rolling, so to speak?
That's exactly what it was for.
That's how it works.
I knew in talking with all of you, spoiler warning, we talk about things.
What?
I knew that in talking with all of you that this was going to be something that we'd want to examine this session. And I wanted to make sure that we got to it because I didn't know how long it was going to take. Maybe you would have talked for 10 minutes and been like, no, we're not. No.
That's it.
Or you could have talked for 10 minutes and been like, yep, we're just going to fuck all night. And that's all we're going to do. In which case, great. But I wanted to make sure that we got there because it could have been the conversation that you had to have. And that was important specifically for Liz. Because Liz likes to watch. The difficult thing, so I appreciate what you're saying, but the difficult thing about what we're dealing with here is a classic. You've basically split the party in some ways. I'm not talking about like, oh, you're in a relationship, haha, now you're split. It's that the two of you were doing something. I knew that it was going to take time. I wanted it to have the time that it needed. I didn't want to basically leave Elizabeth with nothing to do.
Yeah.
Should have just started exploring the shipwreck alone.
Right. Now,
Probably.
because I also think that all of us are at the point where if the entire session was just an intense conversation between 2 players, we'd probably be into it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, it's just like, okay, but some things I want to do. So I wanted to make sure that got started. And then it worked out, but it also we ended the session with a bit more focus on Gale Whispered as well, thanks to your botch. So thank you for that.
Was the botch the Kraken?
Yes.
Oh.
It was. I did not plan to have that there.
Yeah.
And then I figured, well,
Like a good sea monster. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Super Dylan. Much appreciated. It's always good to get feedback. Excuse me.
so thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being considerate of each other and for engaging, and that's what I would like. And I also thank you for making it very clear that even though Santel was being a bit of a jerk, that this wasn't a problem for you as players. Because that's important too, I guess.
Do you want to do the questionnaire?
Sure.
Should I post it on Discord?
Oh, shit.
Just throw it at you.
All right. It's 3 questions.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your level of comfort with our current hearth arrangement? 1 being uncomfortable, 5 somewhat comfortable, 10 very comfortable.
8.
Okay. Do you have any feedback regarding the current hearth operations?
They need to figure their stuff out at this point in time so that they can move forward with trust.
Do you wish to change your current position in our battle formations?
No.
Thank you for your cooperation, Gale Whispered.
Thank you for your cooperation.
It's so good.
Here is your honorarium.
I will point out that Santel fills this out with complete seriousness,
Yay!
but as fast as I did it.
Amazing.
She doesn't think,
Amazing.
but she at no point is she like, this is silly. Like, come on. No, she's like, okay. And it is done.
Gale is truly touched by the way, the fact that her hearthmates filled out her questionnaires.
Look, everyone has a different love language.
I did not know about
Gale's
the
is
questionnaires
sort of
beforehand,
weird.
by the way.
No.
I had
I
no
didn't
idea.
know either. It just kind of, while you two were talking, I was like, oh shit, someone's going to tell Gale and I think this is what she's going to do, so I need questions.
No, that's fair. That's
The pie chart. Oh my god, so good. The pie chart.
Oh boy.
you only gave me a 45.
And she's not going to reveal the answers to anybody else, by the way. As far as she's concerned, it doesn't matter. It's only relevant to her.
Time of the questionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
She had just gotten more alone time with Vivienne.
It's true.
In certain ways.
Very true.
That
Very
may
certain
change
ways.
By the end of the ship ride.
Well, we got some things coming up this week.
Yar!
I will remind people. You want to remind people right away?
Next Sunday, we will not be having a session. We are taking it off for Canadian Thanksgiving. We will be back the Sunday after.
Yar.
Yep.
But you
You'll be repeating this.
I will repeat it at the end, but yeah.
because this is important.
You can look forward to streams through the week. I stream on Tuesdays at 1800. The Dr. Surgeon MD is, I believe, going to be finishing a run through the new Barnature General, the bowels of it. It's horrible. It's wonderful. Surgeon Simulator 2, 1800 hours on Tuesday. I think we're going to wrap it up. I think. That's me.
Wednesday, I'm going to have a special guest. It is truly going to be JEV Retro as...
Oh my god.
Scott and I will be playing for the first time in years
Literal years.
Team Fortress 2,
Now that's a blast for the past.
Oh my god.
which will be quite the interesting thing. We'll both be on and we will see what we can do. It's a game that we both have played an extensive amount. Team Fortress 2 is responsible for my foray into the games industry, to be quite honest. And it is... Not that it was the thing that introduced me to video games. It's just the link. It's an interesting story. You'll hear about it on Wednesday. But we'll see what we can do to spice up in my century and all of that. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Thursday over here on that's on my channel, by the way, twitch.tv/John Verrill. On Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, it's After Dark. On Clinic Hours. We had such a great time discussing sex and relationships in role-playing that we didn't even get to half of what we were going to talk about. So that's going to happen this week on Thursday. If you have any questions that you'd like to discuss about sex and role-playing, we're going to cover such topics as how to break up in character, how to make sure that your relationship isn't toxic, what can you do in order to make sure that everyone else at the table is comfortable with what's going on. All this and more.
Friday. Are we actually gonna?
I think so.
Yeah.
back to
So
it.
I believe we're gonna have more of the punch effect. As of this moment, my Friday is free. So that's what we're gonna do. That's at 6 o'clock on my channel, and then on Saturday we're gonna pick up Drew.
Oh my
again.
god.
And we're gonna finish the
Yay.
Moonstone Castle mystery.
I always feel sad at the end of a Drew Crew book.
But then it means a new one's right around.
It's true, and they've been
Maybe.
consistently amazing. So.
Redux?
Yeah, I think after this we're gonna do a Lilac in Redux because Scott's never read it. So
And apparently
we've
it's
been
the best
holding
one, so,
all
like, you
books to this standard, and
It's ridiculous.
we're gonna see if it was warranted or not.
I'm not streaming on Saturday night either, for various reasons, but you can catch me the following week with a new campaign with the Crosshair. Once again, Twooned in space. Swoo-toon. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Nice.
Be good times. Yep.
And then next Sunday, we will not have a stream. We're taking off for the holiday, and we will be back the Sunday after for episode 13.
13.
We've been having a great time. Disconcordia, which is our 24/7 Changing the Dreaming game that
Logos.
you can play in, has been going fantastic. Thanks, by the way, to everybody who's been waiting. We didn't do any sanctioning today. We have a couple of characters in the hopper, but we are looking forward to making sure that you can get out and play ASAP on Monday if you're available. If you have any interest in playing, you get to play with us. It is set in the Changing the Streaming universe after that game is finished, but I guarantee you that if you've never played Changeling before, this is the game to try. And I'm hoping that some people out there in chat or on our Discord will be able to tell you just how cool it can be. Yeah. And we got a big event coming up.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Next Saturday. Big stuff. Yeah.
Changing the Streaming does sound like us because that's the campaign that we ran before this one and before Star Wars Reach, which is 100.
I mean, it's the longest running
36
campaign on
episodes.
this
Oh my
channel
God.
by a country mile.
136 episodes plus like 25 bonus episodes.
Like, honestly,
it's nuts.
There's a lot.
We really
It was
went
big.
hard.
It's a lot.
I don't think this is. Well, we'll see how Academy might. We'll see.
And if you are interested, of course, we are always ready to answer your questions up on our Discord. You'll be able to find that. It's right below. It's also in the chat in a second. It will be there. But of course, if you want to really find us, you can just always head to where we're going.
Mm.
Thanks, Kung Fu Fenris.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.